A dwarven outpost. You have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek is finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Locum Shigos. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the leopards get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Dorinastad, DiamondGulf. Strike the earth. Okay, real quick, how many trees? That is kind of the thing I was worried about. There's a couple of them. They are featherwood, none of that highwood nonsense. Are you ice? Oh, that is some April Fool's Day bullcrap. Okay, you're sand. You're good. About lost my mind. Lots of feather trees, no highwood this time. New question. Sunberries? Have they what does sunberries look like now? I know they used to look gold, and for some reason they changed them to be that you can't find them easily for some reason. So I would need to just grab a bunch and see if I found sunberries, I guess, in my plant gathering. 4 little stars. That's bumblebees. 4 little stars. Problem is even with that description, that's probably not going to help me, because I wouldn't know what that actually means until I see the 4 little stars. Oh, good. We're here with honey badgers. Honey badgers don't give a fuck. Like I said, what we'll probably have to do is gather plant and then see what we do or do not have. But we have sand. That is what we asked for. That is what we got. We are in a good biome. Sunberries notwithstanding. They're hard as fuck to spot. Honey badger. Wait, do featherwood trees actually have feathers for leaves? Yes and no. I mean, yes. So featherwood trees are so light that their leaves would be as light as feathers or lighter. 1. 2, the leaves grow little eggs, and the eggs have yolk in them. Yeah, they grow eggs. Like I said, there's no real easy way for me to spot it. So I'm just going to do a big old gather plants and see if we find one. Now, some of this we can easily take out to make flat. The river's doing its normal meandering left, right nonsense. Nothing real bad to worry about. We know this time we don't have to deal with stupid freaking aquifers. Courtesy of Kleinodev. And again, this might be a bit of a waste for the beginning, but I really want freaking sunberries. We're going to find out for some reason that we don't have any here. I can predict it. I can predict the pain and suffering coming already. We're just going to find out we don't have any. Swaglord 2000. Is that like the Terminator, the T2, the T1000? The Swagalicious?
Thank you so much.
My wagon is made out of birch. Can't believe the first base I did, the wagon was made out of wagon wood, and after that, it was never wagon wood again. Thank you for following. Oh, I need to turn on the thing so you guys can get dwarfed. Hold on. There's gonna be a rush for this. Everyone's gonna freak out. They're gonna start screaming at each other. People are gonna start killing each other. It's gonna be a horrible, horrible bloodbath. Okay. As of right now, it is enabled. There you go. That's all 7. All right. Let us get everyone dwarfed who is dwarfed first. in. Name them as we should. All right. In order, Dwarf 3 for Vorpalim. 1, 2, 3. Vorpalim, you are starting miner. Vorpalim the first. Spell. Vorpalim the first. We got you in Vorpalim. Next up was Dwarf 4 for Coca-Cola. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're the Fisher Dwarf Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola 5 the first. Coca-Cola 5 the first. After Coca-Cola is Dwarf 2 for C-Flux. C-Flux, you're the Mason. C-Flux the first. C-Flux the first. After C-Flux was Lee Kale. Lee Kale, you're a metal crafter. Hold on, you guys appear to be redeeming things. I'm seeing something pop up in my left, but I cannot read it. Oh, people are still trying to get dwarves. Gotcha. We're out. After Lee Kale in Spirit 77 got dwarf 2. It rolled 2 a lot. I swear, the RNG for that thing just picks a new number every 30 minutes. In Spirit 77 the first. In Spirit 77 the first. Got you in. After in Spirit 77 is Pandasaurus Rex, dwarf number 1. I spelled that right. Pandasaurus Rex the first. Pandasaurus Rex the first. Who's left? After Pandasaurus Rex was Lord of Cakes. Damn it. No spaces. Lord of Cakes the first. Lord of Cakes the first. All right, I believe I got everyone dwarfed. I'm going to do a save and continue playing for starting names, just in the off chance something happens. They were all taken before I even heard it on stream. You should not have warned us. I had a Windows pop up. Oh no! I just popped open a Pilsner to celebrate the finding of the map for DiamondGulfs. Well, the map was found, but it may have been in vain. Oh, no. All right, so they're beginning. We'll begin here. I like the design that we had last time. I want to do that again. I just don't want to deal with half the damn crap we had to deal with. So the first things first is we need to remove this. This outcropping here to the south and a bit of this to the north. This is going to involve us cutting down 2 trees. Cutting down a saguaro. Cutting down the damn saguaro. And we're going to have the miner go from here and channel out. Now, if we go into labors, thank you, never tell me that again. Lord of Cakes, you're going to be hooked up as a miner for today. Because we have 2 picks and I need to get the mining done fast. Because the longer we're out here, the worse our life will be. I'm also going to set up a workshop of a farm plot already. And I'm going to try to do this so I avoid the stones because I don't like it when there's stones. Not floor. Build, workshop. If I were to channel down, the stone would go away, right? Like, how is there stone here? Farm plot. I just want a farm plot there. That way I can click on the farm plot easily to see what seeds we have available. No, Nivik, I think Alapega's asking, like, how would that actually work? Like, let's discuss the lore of it. How do you actually tame a honey badger? And clearly the trick is to alternate between feeding it honey and calling it fat. You got to badger it and then seduce it with honey. We're already fighting the honey badger. Of course we are. The honey badger's trying to kill her dog. Excuse me. Lee Kale is already enlisted in the fort's defense. So Lee Kale gets to go try to kill a honey badger. I know. Militia commander. Lee Kale. Create new squad. Metal armor. It's already got Lee Kale in it. Lee Kale, you've got nothing to your name. Go kill this honey badger. Go wrestle him and don't drown while doing so. All right, first fight of the name. Lee Kale made the honey badger give a fuck. Some said it was a possibility, but not for Lee Kale. Lee Kale starts the fight. Hold on. The first fight of the new fort. Lee Kale punched the honey badger in the lower body with his left hand, bruising his fat. Lee Kale did a secondary attack, punching the honey badger in his right rear paw with his left hand, and the injured part collapses. Actually, that's two left hands. Apparently, Lee Kale's that southpaw. Got a body blow, body blow. An artery was opened by the attack. How do you punch someone's leg so hard it opens an artery? A force twist the right rear leg, tearing apart the skin, bruising the fat, and tearing apart the lower spine. He punched him in the right paw so hard that an artery opened and the spine got snapped. That's a powerful... He's got a powerful blow. Lee Kale grabbed the honey badger by his right front toe with his right lower arm. Lee Kale bit the honey badger in the left eye tooth. He bit the honey badger in the tooth and ripped his tooth out. Well then, that's one way to prove supremacy, I guess. Where's the fight going? We've lost him. We've lost the fight. Where is Lee Kale? Up here. Is this where the honey badger is? Nope, the honey badger is dead. That is now a honey badger mangled corpse. We need to set up a... butcher for these sorts of things already. Needs building material, non-economic. Aren't we cutting down trees? Who's the tree cutty dude? Pandasaurus Rex. Panda, cut down the damn trees. Why am I having to fight you on this? We already got alligators running around. Build, workshop, farming, butchery, build. Have you chopped down any tree at all yet? Or are you just screwing around? I mean, I don't want to be building this out of featherwood, but if I can, as long as I can build something, I don't care. Workshop, farming, butcher, build, featherwood. Damn it. No seeds right now. We are in the biome for sunberries. But of course, we haven't seen any yet, which is not great. It's not great. Add new task, butcher animal, do now. Needs butcherable unrotten. Were they already carrying it? Or is he just not butcherable anymore? Damn it. Stockpile, here to here, except refuse. That tell him to do anything with his body? Oh, and hippos. I thought this wasn't high savagery. Well, I mean, I guess we got our challenge. I was under the impression that this wasn't high savagery, but, you know, silly me. Also, why did I think that the farm would show me what plants we grabbed? That would only work after I brewed it or ate it. Obviously, that was never going to work. Barley, potato, plump, prickle, blade, hide root. Not great. Not a great start. Holy shit, who is this? Further reading. Welcome in. How goes, everyone? We've just made a new base. Welcome in. How are you guys doing? You can grow all the dyes. Yeah, we found a bunch of dyes. Great. We're going to be painting in red with all the damn hippos. Yes, new fort. We've already, unfortunately, I would name you guys, but every dwarf's already claimed because it is a new fort. We are trying to go with a glassy, deserty, not quite Egyptian theme. Think the Egyptian theme from The Mummy. We're going to create a giant hole ravine cliff in the ground that you have to enter in and slowly walk into to get to the base, with big archways where everyone can just shoot at you and kill you and stuff like that. That's what we're kind of going with. For that, we are in a desert, a warm desert. Good biome, because I was trying to find sunberries so I could brew sunshine, because sunshine. But it is medium savagery, which for some reason medium means that we wanted Egypt and we're in the middle of Australia. Little known fact, good biome, medium savagery gets you Australia, because we're fighting off honey badgers, kangaroos, hippos, and alligators. That is, we already had to put down a honey badger because it was chasing her dog around. And we're now trying to set up a farm and to get stuff working. A goblin obstacle course Saw movie? Want to play a game? Wait, no, hold on.
Want to play a game? On the table, you'll find what is left of your friend. He wasn't determined to make it to the end. Every 5 feet, you have to sacrifice a part of your body to one of the saws. Can you make it to the end, or will you die to blood loss beforehand? Let's play a game.
The inevitable giant spiders. They're trying to break every rule in the Geneva Convention. Some guy wakes up.
Did you know that the Geneva Conventions can be thought of as a series of things you can do to really have some fun? You may notice I cut off one of your legs. Don't worry about that.
Giant scorpions or rattlesnakes are still not something we see in here. So yeah, that's, like I said, that's the general idea of what I'm going with. We've just started, so I literally haven't gotten anything in. I tried to make a 2-man race where the winner has to step on the pressure plate, causing the loser to fall in the pit, but it takes too long for it to activate, so they both survived. Okay. I see what you're saying. Wait, why don't we cut here? Man, screw the caper bushes. Channel, I need a flat open area. Oh, I guess, were there trees there? Channel, I need a flat open area to do the hidden hole in. Yeah, we had a base earlier. It was weird. It was very buggy. The dwarves weren't like listening. Like, even for Dwarf Fortress standards, they really weren't listening to anything I was telling them. Please stay away, hippos. Just be curious little cute animals. You know, you're definitely not some weird murder water horse of doom. You know, just stay over there. Be cute little animals. Don't eat my face. Wood. We got to get everyone to bring the wood in. We're gonna need to start making a place already to get underground. I got to figure out where the middle of this map is. I don't think I've ever tried to find the exact middle of a map before. Because again, I can just make the damn thing so far. I would have to find middle left to right if I wanted it to be in the middle to have maximum space. The single, it's the wagon. No.
Want to play a game? In front of you, there are 3 doors. Do you trust your friend to tell you the correct door? If your friend tells you the correct door, you both get to leave, and you get all your armor back. If your friend tells you the wrong door and you believe him, you'll die to a hippo, and he'll get all your armor, as well as his. Do you trust your friend?
Would a goblin trust his friend to not sell him to a hippo just to take his armor? Like, not even like the goblin gets a million dwarf buck item, just he gets your armor too.
And I have to tell you, behind that door is a hungry, hungry hippo.
The locations tool. What? Locations. Oh, because does this show you the square you're doing? No, I see the area, but I don't know where 9696 is. H key. Oh, you're right. It does tell you the actual location. Why didn't it occur to me that the wagon was going to be in the middle? Okay, how about this? Like I want to focus on you. How is that the middle? I said I wanted to focus on this one and it went to the left. That's not the middle. How is that what I'm focusing on? My question is, does that tell me which grid here is the middle? All right, have a good evening for the readings. Thank you so much for stopping by. It can be shunted due to the rain. Oh, that makes sense. All right, so we're at 9898, supposedly. Position 9898. And your implication is we already know the math that 9696 would be the middle. Now, the wagon's middle. The wagon, I think, is essentially a 3. Like, how big is this wagon? So that counts as building. Hold on. That's the wagon. That's just the background thing to give it depth. Okay, that's 98 by 98. 97 by 97, 96 by 96, yes? That would be the middle. Meaning, this is somewhere in the middle. Somehow that made no sense and it's 98 still. Okay, so what if I went 2 over? Because that's the center of the camera. So if that's the center, then that's the middle 2 over. Okay, that's the 96. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There. That's where I want to start. That's where I want my ravine to be. Actually, that was 15, right? Let's go another 10. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's put it 25 from the edge. Clear everything up and make this be a really long ravine. The location is where your view is. So wherever the square is, whenever you press, say, mining with cursor. Oh, you got a good point. Hold on. If we turn on keyboard cursor. Wait. Keyboard cursor. There you are. Wait, no. What am I doing? Return the game. Zoom here. Mining. That is where we're saying is 98. This is 96. So this is 96, meaning that's the middle. Meaning you need to be 1 over. Sweet. Thank you. I did not know that. Turn that back off. Now, is that still too close to the edge? That might still be too close to the edge. What if I pull another 10? Because, you know, we're going to need rooms, right? On the opposite side of this. We need, if this is supposed to be mirror to mirror, we're going to need space behind it. It doesn't make sense to be even 25. So, 28, 31, 30, who cares? 35. We are going to need to get rid of a lot of these cliffs. Because if this was backwards and this was the end of a cliff, we would have enough room for rooms back here. And that is still covering a great amount of the map to make that be one massive ravine. Hold on. I want this to just be marked for now. That way I can track it easier. Let them continue doing what they're doing in the meantime. We are going to need a still. How do I see a lot of wood I can build with, but the wood stockpile is not getting it? Hello? Why is no one hauling the wood? What are you all doing? Oh, you are. Well, what's taking you so long? Hurry up. Making things perfect. I need more tea. It's also over. I'm seeing they're having a look. It's both. My wife is away. No one is judging my drinking ways. What's the civ called? We are. Hold on. Let me get out of the way. Our civ. Shut up. Our civilization is. Is that our civilization? Who's our civ? Hold on. Our government is the girders of stabilizing. I don't think I remember to check the civ before we started here, did we? Oh no. Doodly doodly doo. No, we're right by. Is this us? That's not us. Who is this? I don't know. Our civilization is the spear of packing. So the spear of packing created our government, the girders of stabilization. Don't you think bad thoughts about this. The spear of packing created the girders of stabilization, and we are known as the DiamondGulf. Don't read into that. Don't you think naughty things. But yeah, we're not near our civ, which is not good. Where are we even? I know our civ is to the south. We're to the northeast somewhere. Shouldn't we see like a special blue one for where we are? How do I not remember where we are? I believe we were to the northeast. I thought we were up here somewhere. Or up in here. But apparently, I don't know where we are. Centron Fort. Click that. Our fort's up here? Yeah, we're in this weird desert. Okay, we're up here in the middle of the human hamlets. And there's a tomb near us. The tomb of Baker's Crow. And we're by a volcano. And our civ is way to our south. And they're already at war with a dwarven tower of Razor Tempt. And we are allied with the human hamlet of Dinteven. And their government, the Confederacy of Crowding. So when you've got a spear of packing, you might find that there is crowding. So you need to make sure that you've stabilized your girders. And when you're done, you'll have created a DiamondGulf. It makes sense. Hello, Kleptomania. How long have I been playing Dwarf Fortress? A long time. I always forget the exact year, but a while. I've been streaming it for like 5 or 6 years. I've been playing since forever ago. I've been playing since at the time it was popular in the something awful forums. You had, I cannot remember the name of it right now, but everyone knows the name. It's Boat Murdered, right? Boat Murdered. It's been a while. Yeah, too long and not long enough. Serious Rain, thank you so much for following.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we didn't make any damn pots. All right, let's make the carpenter. Saguaro. Must admit that since I learned Dwarf Fortress exists, I have nothing but respect. They won. I don't know if you guys saw that. There was a Game Awards thing recently, And like every single award went to boy. You're not the future, boy. Boy, don't be big, boy. God of War, that's the name of the game. Went to God of War, but Dwarf Fortress won Best Strategy Game of the Year. God of War Ragnarok. Yes, that's the correct name. Everyone go with those names that make sense and not the insane nonsense I kept spouting. My bent, short, sturdy. You have two descriptors at the beginning. It sounds slightly weird. My bent, short, sturdy creatures fond of drink and industry. It'd be my short, sturdy, bent creatures. Bent is out of order, I feel. Hold on. There's a certain order that adjectives go in, and I feel like the bent is in the wrong direction. Hold on. What is the order of adjectives? The order of adjectives in the English language. Bent feels wrong to me. I don't want it from Grammarly. I want the one that makes it easy to understand. The one that talks about like dragons and shit. Okay. Determiner, quantity, opinion, size, age, shape. So hold on. Short would be size. Shape is afterwards. Bent, I think, counts as a shape. So yeah, it is my short, bent, sturdy. What is sturdy? Sturdy might be a qualifier, or sturdy could be an opinion. So it could be my short, sturdy, bent creature. Bent just sounds wrong to me. I could be crazy too, though. This website loaded up a little fucking graphic to tell you the words in order, and I can't click the damn thing. I can't see it.
I'm not done over explaining.
I'm not done over explaining. I feel like Ben's in the slightly wrong order though. To the Diamond Gulf of the Sensual Gulf. To the Diamond Gulf on the Sensual Gulf, where we had the Spear of Packing, which is thrust uwu upon us from the girders of stabilizing. I'll fly to Belgium around summer if I cheap like get there and have a sip with you. Is it okay if I ask about the what? Disabled veteran tag. Yeah, sure. What is the question? The three Legendary Games 2022: Elden Ring, God of War, Ragnarok, and Dwarf Fortress. Dad of Boy, Apocalypse. Bent in the wrong direction for the Spear of Packing, short, sturdy, bent creatures? I think so. Like I said, bent sounds backwards to me. I've done a lot of magic items, dragons, and shit for D&D. Okay? You just sometimes you can tell when a descriptor sounds wrong. You can have you can have like a small, you can have like an adult black dragon, but you can't change like the order of it. You can have like an adult green dragon. You can have a wizened adult green dragon, but you can't have like a green wizened dragon adult. Like there's a certain order things have to be in, or they don't make sense. What did you do in the military? Is it disability? Yes. Okay, so bent is backwards. I can bend over backwards. I don't think that's the same thing. So, in the military, I was in the United States Army. I worked as a 14 Echo. That is the military occupational specialty. It is the alpha. You can literally just look up 14E U.S. Army, 14 Echo, and you can see what the job is. That is a Patriot Enhanced Operator Maintainer, which means I maintained, repaired, and operated the electronic computer system of the Patriot Air Defense Network or system, whatever that last word was. I feel like I say system 2 times in it, and I don't think you're supposed to say system 2 times in it. But basically, I was there. There's a couple of ways to classify things. One of the first ways to classify a job is it combat arms or is it not combat arms? I.e., is it fighting the enemy and or likely to get fought by the enemy, and or is it something that supports that mission? Because the United States Army has a massive, there's a term, I'm forgetting the main term, but it's like tooth to tail. How many supporting personnel to fighting personnel? Combat arms, 14 Echo is a combat arms. Because I see enemy missiles flying or enemy planes and I'm shooting at them. And I could be shot by them. How by special missiles called ARMS, anti-radiation missiles. They look for radars and shoot them. I'm a SAM site. It's a very advanced SAM site, basically. However, admittedly, of all the combat arms, it's the one that's doing the least. It's the defensive combat arms of all those of that particular subgroup of MOSs. So I have been combat deployed, but I have not been, say, one of the people kicking doors down and stuff, to be clear on that. There are some things that went along with it. I had a secret clearance. I will not be discussing any of the details necessarily of the system, though I do discuss the system as things come up, but I avoid a lot of things that I've done. I've done a lot of things in it. Just I've been all over the world. I've been stationed in Japan. I've done things in Israel. I've been in Jordan. I've technically kind of been in Syria. That one, if someone wanted to argue it, that's completely fine. So you say if you've been somewhere, people think that you're out there like gunning and shit like that. But no, the location was basically like close enough that we had the planes and the artillery and stuff near us, but we ourselves were never in any real danger. As far as I'm aware, maybe they were just lying to us. Hold on. I don't want to get distracted. Wood. Pot. Wood. Pot. Because I don't have a manager yet. Wood. Pot, and all of these need to be featherwood so I can start brewing. Now, as for the disability is I have disabilities from my time in the military that is related. Yes. However, I will say and admit that it's more of a complication. I had some issues before, and these were all things that I pointed out to the Army when I went in, and everything was good. Those like ADHD, we'll say possibility of being on certain spectrums or tendencies we'll go with. However, there are things that I've accrued while being in the military. These things kind of add together. The Army will give you a disability based on whether or not they gave you something flat out or they made something else worse. So I have some things that are not military and some things that are military. And you know what? Particularly if a lot of those things are mental, they kind of just all gel together. So whereas the massive attention span memory issues, we'll say, not military. The fact of anytime I start getting flustered, I default to violence and anger. That's military. That's like PTSD stuff right there. So if you ever think I'm being too angry on a game or whatever, there's a good chance I'm enjoying the game. Like if a game gives me a puzzle and I'm enjoying the puzzle, but it's stumping me, I'll sound angry. I will sound very angry. Just like I said, just assume that, you know, I'm still playing it. You know, if I'm not gonna be like, oh God, I hate this. Why are you guys making me do this? If I'm still playing it and I sound angry, just be like, okay, he's caught on something. You know, just overlook the angry sound to the voice. You know, for things like that. There are physical things too. I've got a bum neck, I've got a bum knee, I've got a bum back. All my joints have been squished. I think that's just everyone though. Everyone like loses height when they join the Army. I swear no one goes in and is as tall coming out of the military as they go in. But I've definitely messed up somehow my digestive system. It could have been something that would have been bad on its own, but whatever it is they did, the Army admitted it was their fault. It's like one of those things of you submit it, you're like, I've got these problems now and I didn't have them before. And you're expecting someone to be like, there's no way that that's our fault. So, you know, go kick dirt. And then the VA comes back and they're like, yeah, we looked at all your records. We're sorry we did that. And you're like, what did you do? It's one of those things where it's like, we're going to give you a rating. You're like, we're going to give you money and stuff for that. We're sorry. And you're like, I don't want to question it Because what did you do? What do you know that you're not telling me? It's one of those things. So there are some things. There are probably more things than even I know about. Like, just admittedly on that. But the big thing for what matters to you guys is if I'm getting worked up, if I am, we'll use internet terms, if I'm reeing, let's say, then there is a decent chance that I'm not actually reeing. Like let's just put it that way. There is a decent chance that if it looks like I'm reeing or am displeased with the game, that it might actually just be a minor displeasure, a minor gripe, and or I might actually just be enjoying myself and am reacting in what sounds like a loud, angry manner to what is happening. Because if you do, say, enough damage to the brain and or have enough emotional damage, if you have enough high stress sort of environments, the brain can make shortcuts. The brain will start relying on easier emotions to express itself rather than trying to process complex nuances. So it's like like I said, it's not like I don't wake up screaming or anything like that, but I just always tend to, apparently without my knowledge, resort in a more aggressive manner to anything that is emotionally evocative, we'll say, than should be. So a lot of times, just the emotion I'm choosing is anger, or at least sounds like anger when that's not what I'm actually experiencing. That's the best way to go with it. Yeah, air defense artillery getting that ADA benefit. Yeah. Don't you just coincidentally I would actually be shooting missiles at the planes? Yes. I was on the system that would be shooting the missiles. And I was also on the system that told the system that I'd be shooting the missiles. And I've been all up and down the command chain for that system. Already, have you killed people? No. So again, to go off the thing I'm saying, there's some things that I no longer will say necessarily have that attachment to anymore. I did not kill anyone. Like, just put that out there. At no point am I having to deal with any thoughts of having killed people. However, secondarily, we'll say that by the end of it, by the end of my time in there and the evaluations of when I was going out of the military, it may have been linked that some skills I was showing at doing my job were because of, let's say that I just stopped thinking of targets in any way like that. You know, it turns out it's a lot easier to think about shooting down possible planes and things like that if your brain just stops processing things in a empathetic manner. But I wasn't in that position. I have shot things down. As a matter of fact, this is a screenshot from a military video of one of my missiles coming out of the tube. I have shot things down, but ADA is a mostly missile defense system at this point. So I've shot down missiles. There was no one on it. But we do have training and stuff for shooting down planes. And quite frankly, by the end of it, you know, it starts becoming I'm a find reasons to shoot shit down. Like stop stopping me if you want this job done well. I have had to deal with deaths of people in the military near me physically. Like not even like, oh, that was my friend or whatever, but I have been located within regions, say within sight range of people dying. I did not see it myself, thank fucking God, but there are things related to that, we'll say. More of a, I can't be crazy if this sort of shit's happening, I was right. It's also one of the reasons why right now hold on. We did make booze. Okay, that's, as long as we made some booze, I'm fine with that. I say, like, how do I word this? Don't ever give me an ultimatum. how do I word this correctly? People who are in Nam, right? If they hear a certain response, they're going to think they're under attack. They're gonna die for a weapon or something, right? Me being given an ultimatum and me rejecting it quite literally might probably save my life. Like realistically, no. What are the actual chances? But it was an applicable position. So if you give me an ultimatum, like, not even to be a childish person to spite you, I just say no immediately. Like, okay, bye. Like it will be a few hours before I think about that decision properly and be like, oh, that probably wasn't what it was supposed to be, huh? That has actually ended a few of my relationships. I've had a few where they try to be like, well, it's me or that. All right, bye. So, like I said, it's weird. Everyone has different issues that they process in different ways. And I realize that I've been talking about this, not paying attention to what's actually going on in the game. We have a lot of wood. We have drinks. We have a lot of drinks. No one's been going underground yet. All right, hold on. Give me a sec, chat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Another 10. That's where we're going to finally do this pit. I've decided. This is where this pit is going to be. But that being said, conversely, though, I'm chill.
Dude. You can't go after Kamashita's
You can't go after Kamashita's bitch. Conversely, though, I'm basically chill about everything. I'm not going to get riled up over a troll or someone coming into the chat to do anything. When you've been in that situation or those situations and you've had to make decisions, possibly life or death, and there are things that have happened and people have died or whatever, you know, for the most part, everything's just who gives a fuck. Like, really? Does not matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to get my count back for these two. So that's why if any of you ever feel like you want to disagree with me on something, go ahead. You're not going to make me angry. You might confuse me, but you're not going to make me angry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not going to ban you for doing so. But conversely, if I'm not banning you for disagreeing with me, I ask that you give me the common courtesy of not leaving if you think I'm disagreeing with or making fun of a game or something that you really like, because it probably isn't. This count is wrong somehow. This is where I'm going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Hold on. Damn it. It's so hard to see these. 3, 6, 9, 10. Makes sense. No. Keep the cursor there. 3, 6, 9, 10. Makes sense. Keep the cursor there. 3, 6, 9, 10. Makes sense. 3, 6, 9, 10. Makes sense. 3, 4. This is supposed to be a 35. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's why this doesn't make sense. Because that's a 2, not a 3. Wait. Yeah, because all these, it goes 1, 2 on the third. All right, I'm going to cut this back by 1. I don't know how I'm off by 1, but I'm going to cut that back by 1 because I think I've screwed up. On the spectrum, your mouth isn't going to tear open when you say autistic. Sincerely and autistic. Actually, serious, Rain. Here's the problem. Here's why I say it that way. Because I did. I did kind of do that one time because someone asked me the question when I was doing Disgaea 4? No, not Disgaea. You had to mix people, not Kamashita, the one before it. Persona. I was doing Persona and I answered it, and somehow I angered this one person or whatever. So if the way I said it pisses people off, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll approach it a different way. The government has identified categories on the spectrum that may or may not, in fact, apply to me. Because one time before I did say, well, according to this, I'm X, Y, and or Z. And then someone said, that's not the right way to say that. How dare you? So it's like, all right, fine. I won't say it that way. I really don't care. So it's not my mouth isn't going to tear open, but I've angered people before and it's the internet. So I didn't want to run the risk of angering someone. Got my GERD denial back a couple months ago. Not on a spectrum. If they comp you on the physical injuries, you won't notice the chemicals you've been exposed to. Probably. It's such a nasty euphemism. From you're on the spectrum. If only honorably. Bad theory there, Arch. Daily presumptions on those for tons of folks, both by policy and by law. No, I was chiming in. You got some footage? Neat. I only got coins. There is a more than decent chance that the reason right now that the United States military is still actively using Patriot and sending it around the world is due in no small part to me. Also, secondarily, Patriot's a family business. My grandfather worked for Raytheon on it. Harsh world to be living. You ain't got to be in the military to be near death. You also don't need to be in the military to have PTSD. Kamishita. See, PTSD is a bitch. I had the same reaction. You put me in an ultimatum, I'll cut you out of my life, even if you are a mother. Too much IRL in the stream for escapism, damn it. Even the dwarves are starting to develop symptoms. I've been in the high stress for like a decade before, and I feel like things don't matter as much as people tend to think and feel they do now. So I'm wondering if those are connected. I respect you. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm an honest person. If you think like, please know and read anything into what I'm saying. I can't keep track of things. Whatever I'm saying is usually supposed to be intended the exact way I'm saying it. Either that or I'll make like a face or something to clearly be like euphemism or something like that. Yeah. Being open about one's issues is a huge step in handling them too. False ultimatum. Today implements mandatory macro tutorial in the next minute. Well, no, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 45. This is worked correctly. That is 45. Because I wanted to make sure that this was all the way to the edge. A 45 gap. Now I can't really touch the edge necessarily. So I'm going to do it this way. This is in line, right? 1, 2, 3. Gap there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, we are too close. That's only 20. Get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30, yes? 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's a 45 gap, not on the 45th. So that is the ravine we're making. I mean, admittedly with an interruption in it right now, which will give them place to build back there, me place to build back here. And this is, I believe, a bit longer than the one we dealt before. Now I'm going to expand this into a 5 wide. And then wonder why none of the miners are digging. You have one job. Do it. Bastards. All right. For what? Dwarf Fortress? OG? No. Most autistics love being called autistics if you talk about the group. Polls have been done to death about this. If you talk to a single person, use what they want to be called, like autistic on the spectrum. I don't care. But if you talk about the group, it's autistics. Sorry about being pedantic. Okay. The build wall will measure links for you. Will it? I mean, you can do 32. I know that, but it doesn't show the numbers anymore. See? I'm not getting numbers. If I do this, it'll kind of give me the blocks, but that could have worked, I suppose. I did that for measuring on the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, and somehow we ended up 3 off. So I wasn't trusting it. I'm not digging because the game is paused. Well, no, I mean, yeah, this is true. It's also probably because I am digging something else. It was not the Tower of Babylon. We are proper adults. We wouldn't ever have a Tower of Babylon. That'd be weird. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta get rid of the count. The count is still here. Though I would like to channel this back as close as I can. There we go. Their username is cannot tuna fish. Once banned someone for calling me autistic because I'm probably on the spectrum, but they were hateful about it. You have to remove the overlaps. Like I said, something like that might have happened. I don't doubt it. All I know is that what was supposed to be a circle ended up not being a circle. So 1, 2, 3, channel down again. We're going to do the same thing. Oh, they haven't even channeled this one yet, so it doesn't matter. We have to start getting inside, though. And making beds and crap. You, carpenter. Not butchers, carpenter. Not craftsdorf. Where's my carpenter? There you go. I'm going to need... Actually, no, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing this wrong. You, nobles, manager. My manager will be In Spirit. In Spirit's a fantastic manager. Now to In Spirit's a manager, I'm just going to order 7 beds. And by the way, if you were not aware, because someone brought this up last time, Saguera Ribwood, 7. If you do not have 20 dwarves, your manager does not actually need that office. You have so few dwarves that he can just do it on his own. It'll still tell you, I think, maybe at some point, somewhere in here, that he needs an office, but he does not actually need that office until you have 7. He can do his job just fine before you have 20 dwarves. Being hateful about it is never good, and I love it. I have my diagnosis. I'm 29. It's given me so much perspective on how I am. Makes sense. The office he needs just a single chair. Anyways, it's easy to give it, but I don't want to. Because then he might actually use it. I don't want him wasting time going somewhere. Just do the job. See, he's already making beds. We're already down into andesite? Okay. Also, 1 down was definitely just sand, despite what was up here. Oh, most of the stone got covered over anyways. Okay, what have we found? Nothing. What? I mean, I know we made a bunch of drinks, but none of you got me the proper juices? Yeah. That's also secondarily always. Why are you not? Oh, because I haven't given you the beds. I'm glad we got rid of the thing so I could tell the Z level. I'm not going to lie. That was always irking me in the last one. I should not have done that. Somebody is fighting. What do you mean somebody? Kangaroo? There's nothing to catch. Summer has arrived. You've struck something. All right, well, it's been an entire season. We haven't gotten anyone in yet. They're going to get not happy soon. I want to be down here in the stone at the very least for this base so that I can... 3. So that I can have them smoothing stuff. So I can have a decent sort of a bed. Even though now that they've set it up the way they've set it up, it doesn't work that way, which is obnoxious. We're going to set this up to try to be nice to them. I'm going to set this up to be a 3 and then give them their very own things off of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. We're going to set this up not like this. Because it's 2, 2, then a ramp. We're going to set it up off of a 2s because I've said so. And this is how we're going to do it. So you have 1 around the edge so they can go. And we're going to set this up a little bit. Perhaps later on we can use this as an impromptu hospital. But right now we will use this as it stands on the other side. Because we have a river on the right. Oh, no! No. We have a river here. River can be brought here. Cistern, murder hospital. We got to push this back to 2 rooms, that is. Because I want more space for that hospital. And to try to keep it all clear. Because that would be the thing. That's the thing. This is the fortification. Table of fortification. That would have to be the wall. So it needs to be this large. But I want there to be things in the middle. So we'll go one out. We're just going to give him creepy murder barracks today. And then later on, this will be a murder hospital. Or this will be the field hospital. I'll have a much better one inside later. Okay, there is that. 5 in, just because I said so. And then over here, we'll have their version of a tavern. If we mimic this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we mimic that over, that can be the tavern. We can set up tables along the wall here, which means I want it to actually be wider. Tables, chairs, stockpile, dancing area. 2 stockpiles. That 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gonna need 1 to split evenly. I don't want to. Yeah, but yeah, we'll just do it like that. There you go. Dig. I know they have other things to be digging right now, but we'll do this so they can get in. We're not making a hospital. Yeah. We're designing the initial dormitory in such a way that later on, when we start moving their beds down below, we can set this up as the emergency hospital. I like recycling rooms. Especially when it's my first tip rooms. Like, these rooms are actually going to end up being gone. We're not supposed to be using these in the future. Especially because these are my generic designs, and the whole point of this base is to also look fucking fly. All of our... Usually I do function over form, and I've got to keep an eye on making this look good. This right now is just the rooms to get them in. Damn it, I still hit sand. I tried so hard to give you guys nice rooms. You do everything in your power to ruin that. All right, just use closest, keep building. 2, 3, 4. We'll ignore the back rooms for now. That way no one has to deal with them. The engraving is going to be a bit of a pain. I'm going to have to set up doors to begin with. We also need to get to a cavern layer so we can get good supplies of wood. Right now, we'll set up the door where their tables would end up being. So we are going to need 8 doors. No, we're going to need to set this up as walls because we got to make sure they don't touch it from anywhere other than where I want them to. That's going to be a pain. Well, I mean, the back rooms can be done that way. Yeah, we'll do it with 8 doors. Who knows? We'll recycle the doors later. But we... Oh, wait. We have stone. If we have stone, we should start using the stone already. Build, workshop, stone worker. Where did you build that out of? I don't trust you. Build, workshop, stone worker, select material. Rock salt, that sounds funny. In reaction to a joke about being forced to learn a macro, manually counts. You can't... You want me to go back to my old macro days? You want me... Everyone wants me to go back to my old macro days. Let's get that keyboard cursor back. Time to start digging rooms, everyone. Let's do the bedrooms. This is what everyone wants. You want a macro, right? Everyone remember the days when I did this? When I would sit here and talk the chat, counting out these weird numbers as I sat here and I typewritered out a room. I screwed that one up, but oh well. Is this the macro you want? Are you not entertained? There you go. We did a bunch of bedrooms. There you go. Just like you wanted. I forget who asked the question way back when. One of the times I was doing that, someone was in chat and they were like, excuse me, quick question. What the hell are you doing? Such macro, much wow. Very bedroom, much wow. Should have gotten the constructed walls look smooth. Oh, you're right. Wait, no, do the constructed metal walls still, like, I love the metal wall. I prefer the metal wall. Okay, in my opinion, metal wall, like bar wall, smooth wall, block wall. Block stone walls look garbage, but I love the metal walls. The metal walls are sexy. Why are you telling me things? Can I get them to never tell me crap again? That would be great. One of the bedrooms was canceled. The world may never know. The metal wall? The what? The Coca Koala, the little angry dude. Yeah. Have you never built walls out of metal? The metal walls are awesome looking. If you have not built stuff out of metal, one, you kind of need to now because they've nerfed stone for some reason. They decided the art has been nerfed. You're not allowed to art anymore. I don't understand that one, admittedly. But they've nerfed stone. So now if you want good worth, you're probably going to have to install metal walls and metal floor and then engrave upon those. They don't really exist as non-constructed, so I'd assume not. What are the Doors' favorite genres of music? Metal and rock. Sure. Why not? I need... Boop, ba-doo-dee, beep, boo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 tables. No. We're doing this off of you. This is why I'm doing this. I need to create a stone stockpile up here that I'm going to later hate its very existence. There we go. Because you have got to use andesite to make tables and crap. Question, is andesite economic? It is not. Good. Get rid of you. You, work order. Rock table. You... Give me 10. You're already on that. Andesite. I know it's the only metal he's going to do it out of, but I got to make sure. Rock throne. You. Make sure it's andesite. Go off of that so I can do this room. And I also needed 8 andesite doors. Rock door. I only need 8 of those. And they too are to be andesite. So we can start getting people in. Now, who are our smoothers? A lot of smoothing stopped happening. I got miners with no job, which tells me I need to tell them to start mining again. That one's kind of on me. Mining, channeling. We'll ramp down here. Oh, actually, right now, I'm worried about this, but we can just dig straight under it so to make sure this connects. You should dig that through. But we should also make sure that this is set up going ahead. We'll just stop at one short. I want them all to be even. It's just rock, smooth and engraved. Values about 15,000. What? How? No, serious question. How? Do you have like legendary artists? So what they've done is he's literally nerfed. They've literally nerfed the worth of engravings on natural stone. I'm 100% serious. They are lower than they've been. It's just an objective fact. They've lowered it. Unless it's like a massive place with unbelievably high amounts of stone or something that you can engrave on, you don't get anything near as much anymore. Like, I had a whole guild system that I was having to do, and it wasn't good. $15 by $15. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that is large. An old school door fortress, that would have been in like 45,000. Like I'm not even joking. 15,000 I think would have been about a 7 or a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that used to have been about a 17,000 to that, or 15 to that being a 15,000. This? Because how much of this can... Okay, so my earlier exaggeration, that was an exaggeration. Now, this is a 9x9. If I'm right that a 9x9, we'll go heavy, was the 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need a 9x3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would have been worth double. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7 and 6 off of a 9x9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it would have been between 2 and 3 times. No, that's not what I'm talking about, Alapega. You're right that I do that, but the worth that it shows you is not divided. It'll tell you the numbers, like it'll tell you the numbers. So my effective worth is divided, but the actual worth of the room is not divided when I do that. It's just lowered. Like those are 2 different things. Yeah, you need artifacts now. Now, when you say 2 Z levels, do you mean 1 big hole or 2 floors? Because if you're doing 2 floors, then you literally are just doing like not even 15 by 15. You're just doing 2 15 by 15s. Like that's a different thing entirely. That should be at that point just counted as one room as a 15 by 30 in terms of how effective the worth should be. In which case, if you're doing the equivalent of a 15 by 30 and you're getting 15K out of it, then it's definitely been nerfed, buddy. That's definitely a big old nerf. I don't care. We only had this one type of table. Why you gotta mess with me like that? Share. All right, hold on. You to 5. Accept custom food. Drink plant all. You custom to 5. Accept. I'm gonna leave you alone for right now because I don't have much food. I'm going to starve. We have fish, but they're just kind of slowly rotting because we didn't tell the man how to fish. That's on me. I'm going to set up a fishery. I don't have faith in it working well right now, but I'll set one up. Just right here. I didn't ask where I wanted to build it out of. I don't trust you. You're going to build out of dumb things. Farming, fishery, let me choose. Saguaro. Old masterful engraving was times 12 value. Now it's times 2. There you go. So even my estimate was off. I thought it was like a 2 times, 3 times nerf. That's a 6 times nerf. Yeah. I only thought it was a 3, but if that's the actual like hard math, then even my estimate was off by by 2. Oh, we got new migrants. All right, let me be clear about this. Don't listen to me. I've got a stream delay. I'm going to type in the command. It's going to be !migrants, a number. Look at chat. If you see it in chat, it's gone through. If you click the button beforehand and it doesn't give you a dwarf and then you miss the chance, it's not my fault. That's not my fault. Okay? We had 7, we now have 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As I suspected, it's only 8. So don't wait for me to say go. Just look in chat for when I type it. There is no stream delay in words. Yeah, when the script says new doors have been added, that's when there's a slot. Because we had people do that before, and they responded to me talking instead of the actual thing. Archie 8300 got dwarf number 2. I'm going to skip the child for now. The last person that gets dwarf gets a child. And you got to pay for that child support. Archie 8300. Archie 8300, the first. All right, after Archie 8300 is Ferdy 1984 with dwarf 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ferdy 1984. Ferdy 1984, the first. Ferdy 1984, the first. Put that back up. Ecleptomania got dwarf 2, skipping the child again. You got
offer up my
You skipped me.
I skipped you? Why did female overwrite male? I can freely be child offer my dwarf as child. You skipped me. You overrode him saying that. You're right. I did skip Admiral Wiley. No one rolled a 1 yet, though, so no one stole your dwarf, Admiral Wiley. You interrupted him to be like, you skipped me. I suppose I could see his worry. He didn't want to be the child. So my keyboard didn't transfer with me. One person's busy, like, I'll take the child, and Admiral Wiley is like pushing him to the ground, like, make sure I'm not that child. You better not. Give it to this person. He's jumping on the grenade. I'm not doing that today. I lived my childhood. I'm not going back. School sucked. I got you, Admiral Wiley. Ecleptomania got dwarf number 2. Dwarf number 2 is a legendary, somehow already Stonecrafter. Ecleptomania, the first. Ecleptomania, the first. And now for your thing of you can steal me. That will only work the migrants command if you are the streamer. Also, the dwarf command is not on right now, but whatever. You have to click the button. I like your offer of, I'll take the sacrifice, but in actual lore, you might find that if you have a group of people and one of them's a child, that child was the last one to come into this world. That's just physics. In 9103, the first. In 9103, the first. We'll go with that. Pinky Baitsu. Have I skipped someone? Hold on. I see you're doing things. Okay, Pinky Baitsu got the last non-child. Pinky Baitsu. I didn't spell it right. Baitsu the first. Pinky Baitsu the first. I got you in. And now the children. Monty the Bot and Eldritch. Monty the Bot, you are 9 years old. So you don't have long to wait. Monty the Bot the first. Monty the Bot the first. And then the last dwarf goes to our very own Eldritch. And Eldritch, you are 10 years old. Eldritch the first. Eldritch the first. There you go. Anyone, I can freely be child. What? I got a 1. Oop, I rolled a 1. Oh, also got a 1. Yeah, but... If someone had rolled a 1 before Admiral Wiley, or had rolled a 1 after Admiral Wiley, and I'd given them that 1 already, then they would have taken Admiral Wiley's dwarf. But none of the dwarves that I had previously dwarfed in that cycle had rolled a 1. Meaning that while I changed up which dwarf they were on, I did not, in fact, take Admiral Wiley's dwarf from him. Yep. Boy ain't right. And now I'm not at the bottom of chat, so I don't know what's going on. Scroll down. There we go. A peasant definitely going to get a jump and a guard. The bot rolls a new number for when the max door is available at that time. It should. Yes, it'll always roll like it says I have 7. It gives out a door if it knows it has 6. It gives out a door if it knows it has 5. And it rolls those numbers randomly. It doesn't know which numbers are the children, though. That's why I just have to, if you landed on a children, I skip it. Now, the one issue is sometimes the bot gets goofy. It's supposed to roll a random number between 1 and the maximum amount of dwarves. But I swear, sometimes that bot will just roll the number 1, 2, 4, or 3 like 19 times back to back and pretend like it's doing something. Like, why did you do that? I did it. No, you didn't. You can't smooth below a bed? That's weird. Also, we now have 15 dwarves, and I've barely gone into the base. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do a soft lock on you guys for a minute.
Check redeems.
I'm working on it. I know people are supposed to be in the military. Give me a sec. I'm lowering my number all the way down to 15 and 20 because the game counts worth when you're smoothing and engraving and stuff, and it wants to give you more dwarves. And I'm literally making an entryway. I don't have the space for the dwarves yet. All right, Lee Kale wanted to be in the military. Lee Kale, I can get you in the military, no problem. You are one of the new ones, I believe. No, Lee Kale, you're already in the military. That was the old redeem. I never cleared it out. Pandasaurus, did I ever read your description? Probably not. That one's on me. Enlisted in Fort's defense that I saw was in 9103. In 9103, you are now in the military, so that is completed. Pandasaurus Rex, I believe I missed this about an hour ago, said he wanted to know what his dwarf's description was. Pandasaurus Rex, you are very strong, but you're susceptible to disease and quick to tire. You have a great sense of empathy, a great feel for social relationships, a way with words, and good intuition. You like native gold, platinum, star sapphire, walnut wood, the color dark taupe, cats for their aloofness, boogeymen for their terror-inspiring antics, the words of the quiescent velvet, and the sound of the embraces of mirth. Quiescent velvet and the sound of the embraces of mirth. When possible, he prefers to consume bilberry wine and absolutely detests slugs. Quiescent velvet, sounding embraces of mirth. Quiescent velvet, embraces of mirth. Those are, so that we know this, not poetic forms you know. What? How do you like a form of poetry that you don't have? The words of the quiescent velvet and the sound of the embraces of mirth. The words of the quiescent velvet and the embraces of mirth. You don't even know what those are. Okay, I was trying to be nice and give you a little extra information, but apparently your dwarf is just psychic. In 9103, Admiral Wiley said, "What is my description and what are my skills?" Admiral Wiley, you are a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry, who is quick to tire and very weak. You have a great ability to focus, a deep well of patience, a great memory, a very good sense of empathy, a good spatial sense, and a feel for music. But you have meager creativity and a large deficit of willpower. You like orpiment, brass, shell opal, coral, the color lilac, picks, helms, quivers, cabinets, animal traps, sheep for their wool, giant peach-faced lovebirds for their loving nature, the words of the rose of suitor, and the sound of the sensual silkiness. When possible, she prefers to consume conger eel, cuttlefish, sweet potato plants, and papaya wine, though she absolutely detests brown recluse spiders. Let me try this one more time. The rose of suitors, the sound of sensual silkiness. Rose of suitors, sound of sensual silkiness. You know them. Why do you know what you like, but the other person's like, I like, you know what that is? That's the sort of person that pisses the other dwarf, the last one I read a description of, Pandasaurus Rex. Pandasaurus Rex's dwarf is the sort of person that, like, gives gatekeepers, like, not a reason because it's still bad, but, like, inspires gatekeepers. They're like, oh, I like this. Okay, what do you like? I don't know what that is. How do you not know? How do you not know if it's listed under your likes? The Rose of Suitors is a poetic form intended to complain about a lover, originating in the sphere of packing. The rules of the form are applied by poets to produce individual poems which can be recited. The poem is a series of quatrains. The sensual silkiness is a form of Jesus Christ almighty, what is that? The sensual silkiness is a form of music used for entertainment originating in the sphere of packing. The rules of the form are, write this down, chat. The rules of the form are applied by composers to produce individual pieces of music which can be performed. 2 to 3 speakers recite nonsensical words. My favorite art already. Nonsensical words, and is that scatting? Nonsensical words and the sounds while the music is played on 2 to 5 rhythzam and an oudist. The music, we got to remember these. The music is melody and rhythm without harmony. The entire performance should be made sweetly. The melody is short phrases throughout the form. Throughout, when possible, composers and performers are to alternate tension and repose.
Is this going to be on the test?
It is. And play legato. Legato, chat. Write that down. Very important for the test. Each rhythzam always does the main melody, while the oudist always provides the rhythm. You better remember that. The sensual silkiness has a well-defined multi-passage structure, a lengthy introduction, a theme, a lengthy bridge passage, and a series of variations on the theme, and of course, a finale. The introduction is at a hurried pace, and it is to become louder and louder. Each of the rhythzam ranges from fragile middle register to the strident high register. This passage typically has some sparse chords. The passage is performed using the Feb scale and in the Nasush rhythm. What does this mean? The theme is moderately fast and is to become louder and louder. By the way, I used to play trumpet. I know what some music is. This still hurts my brain. It has become louder and louder. Each of the rhythzams stays in strident high register. Only one pitch is ever played at a time in this passage. The passage is performed using the Culet scale and the Kogan rhythm. The bridge passage is at a hurried pace, and it is to become louder and louder. Every one of these is louder and louder. Each of the rhythzam covers its entire range from the heavy low register to the strident high register. This passage typically has some sparse chords. The passage is performed using the Barum scale and is, in fact, in the Scarith rhythm. The series of variations gradually slows as it comes to an end and is to start loud and be immediately soft. Each of the rhythzam ranges from fragile middle register to the strident high register. This passage typically has some sparse chords, and the passage is performed using the Toasted scale and the two-stick rhythm. The finale is moderately paced and it is to be very loud. Each of the rhythzam ranges from the fragile middle register to the strident high register. My jaw hurts. This passage features only melodic tones and intervals. The passage is performed using the Ontok scale and in the Bugsud rhythm. Scales are constructed from 24 notes spaced evenly throughout the octave. The tonic note is fixed only at the time of the performance. The Feb heptonic scale is, of course, thought of as two disjointed chords spanning a perfect fifth and a major third. Go. These chords are named Ustos and Bemong. The Ustoth pentachord is the first, the sixth, the eighth, the 10th, and the 15th degrees of quarter tone octave scale. The Bemong trichord is the 17th, the 8th. Does anyone know what the hell I'm talking about? Abort. What does this mean? Oh my God. It goes na. Haiku master skill, a talent honed to sharpness. Heart remains unmoved. Haiku about hating haiku. It's made in honor of the poet that likes poetry, does not master. I played the guitar, but this makes no sense. I'm sorry, I didn't have a dwarf to give you. Legato rhythm, lengthy bridge and introduction. Theb scale is used. Rhythzam scales, higher and sky, orchestra stuff, music. I kind of want to dump that into FL Studio. Mostly piano stuff at this point. I hope they're a bard. Don't worry, chat. We're almost halfway there. What is this? The ghost staying rhythm is a single line with 9 beats divided into 3 bars in a 3-3-3 pattern. The beats are named Labash, spokenly, Lakash, La, and Asdos, Ass. Lila Ass? The beat is stressed as follow. There you go. Now you know. Jesus, I didn't think that I'm not reading all of that. I can't believe I didn't even get halfway through that. That's insane. Someone needs to make a program to convert that insane gibberish into like actual music so we can hear what the hell it's talking about. Like, I know the instrument thing, obviously it's random nonsense, so convert it to regular instruments, but still.
Forgot to read my skills.
I'm working on it. I clicked complete on everything else. And let's be fair, I read your skills. I read that you are skilled at keeping track of nonsense. You're a dabbling stonecutter and adequate blacksmith, and that's it. That's literally it. You have 4 things that's known about your dwarf. One time, you kind of rubbed your hand on a stone. You've been known to maybe melt a bar or 2, and you keep fucking telling everyone about the sensual silkiness, and no one can keep up. That's it. That's your dwarf. That is all you have. The other is a guy who tells way too much about something you barely mentioned. Years ago, there was someone who actually composed some music based on that description. I think that blog post and music sample is still up. No, but I mean like to do it randomly. Like you could, instead of actually doing it, to just transfer the information to an AI program to like blah, 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 and figure out like an idea of what the music should sound like on the whole. You do not have wheelbarrows. No more wheelbarrows, since they're buggy anyways. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, you're making those tables, thrones, and doors I wanted. Now, I need 15 beds. I only have 7. So 1, 2, 3. But this is supposed to be the hospital. But I'm going to... And I remember what I was doing. Some of the beds are just going to be in the middle right now. I remember. Because you can do it like this. Because that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then it's just things of 4. So then you can have 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can get 14 more beds, and in addition to 7, that would bring you to 21. By the way, that's how I was planning on doing this. What is it I just drew? It went away. An entire orchestral symphony. And remember, that was a form, not a... Yeah, that wasn't even a song. That man said he liked music composed in that form. That was not a song. Let's be clear. There is not, as of yet in the game, been a song that we know of made in that form. This is a musical form. This is what he gave us when we were like, what, instead of like jazz or rock, he was like, okay, I like music that does this exactly. That was what that was. This thing describes dubstep. Can we copy paste that description somewhere? I don't think we can. We can screenshot it and someone can type it out, and I'll leave it up for a little bit. That way, like, it can be paused or clipped or something if you wish. But I don't think I can't click on words in this game, you know? So I can't copy and paste it. But if you wish, like I said, I'll leave this up. I'll give it a count to 5, and then the bottom of this I'll put to the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just going to kind of need like a series of clips or something to work with this. And then this is what was on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to bring the Gattle tetrachord up. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scroll these X's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing talking about some weird rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then literally all we missed was the thing explaining how to read the notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because I can't click any of this. It's the best I can do, chat. That was nice of everyone to be quiet to make sure not to chat over. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would have been annoying. That was like, yay, we came together. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, you're right. That would have made it not work well. Okay, my drinks are still good this time. I need to make more beds. We don't have 20 dwarves yet, so I can order 8 beds. Order that to be done 8 times, and saguaro rib, I believe, is what we were making the beds out of. Yep. Well, I mean, look, I don't know if someone did just then, but it is now possible because it's on the VOD. That's why I was doing the 5 seconds, is if somebody wants to later, they can come back to this. And I've now created like a 30-second, 45-second gap of me holding my hand up. All I have to do is now look through, I mean, other than me doing it now, you just have to look through the stream to find the moment when I'm holding my hand up and counting. And it's about 5 hours and 43 minutes in. 1, 2. All right, we're channeling this down. Because we must go deeper. This will eventually be rendered flat, but this is the easy way to go down and then back up. Oh, I never actually made this be the meeting area, did I? The meeting area tavern. Except you are a new inn tavern. That tavern is only for that. And the tavern keeper shall be... Apparently, in spirit makes a decent tavern keeper. And a performer can be in 9103 because he's a decent performer. And that is what they shall do. That text is in the save file somewhere, probably exportable from histories. I'll take a look at it. I'll try because we have some weird ones, but I'll try. Hold on. Music style in out broke my pencil. In files, maybe. Look, not like look into Legends mode export. Not that I'm second guessing yourself. In my notes, it's maybe as in I don't know how to do it. To be clear. I don't want to be like, he didn't believe me. He said maybe. He second guessed me. No. I believe you because it sounds like it would work, but I haven't seen a video or anything on it, so I don't know how it works. Maybe means I need to look into it. Don't need no sewer brew now. I don't know. I don't know either. This is new Dwarf Fortress. I mean, it has to be in a file somewhere because we just read it, right? Like, it has to be. There's just, it just comes down to now we got to figure out how to extract it. I need to create a new stockpile up here for gems. Get them out of the way. And the stone stockpile needs to be expanded. Because I don't have a stone thing set up yet. That looks nice and doesn't look garbage. Wood pile apparently needs to be extended. I'm surprised we have this much wood. Our drinks are at over 100. But I've gotten no seeds. Including no sunberries, I guess? Unless I just haven't eaten a sunberry yet. Plants. We have no plants? How do we have no seeds and no plants? Something has gone terribly wrong. I don't know where to store it, but I need to store this now. Accept custom food plants and fruit and leaves. And I need another stockpile up here for now of food seeds. Nothing crazy. I just need to track down where they all just went. Because we look under, what is it? Labor, kitchen. We literally only have caper leaves left. We do have seeds. But we don't have seeds of the plants that we were gathering? First of all, why would they be allowed for cooking? We do have some beer. That's great. We have some things that need to get processed. I thought that's what the point of the fishery was. Oh, he is. He's now getting filled with mussel shells. The great weakness of every fishery. Accept custom refuse. Allows all, and then turns off bones, skulls, body parts, corpses, teeth, horns, hoof, hair, wool. Just give me shells. No, we don't have a kitchen yet, so we couldn't have cooked the plants. They ate them. It's just weird the way it's happening. What we can do, though, is we can do this to make sure we keep getting new plants. We can do a gather... that's a gather fruit issue, not a gather plant issue, I think. I don't think that would actually gather the fruit I'm talking about, because that's not all the plants. And also, the first time we gathered plants, I guess we didn't find any sunberries. That's what that means. Just not great. Admiral Wiley, you've gotten... What? Was that the big orchestra? It sounded like the orchestral one. You've subscribed long enough to be in an orchestra. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Sweet, my Prime is available. For now, dude. I haven't heard anything, but Twitch keeps doing crazy shit. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Twitch to just pull that trigger and be like, okay, no more primes anymore, and to watch the entire thing collapse. It's going to happen. And it's going to be a very sad day, but it's going to happen because it's Twitch. All right, let's bring all this through. Please, some of you be sunberries. I'm begging you to be a sunberry. You're a lentil.
Till. Dwarf Fortress may be the most difficult and complicated game available. ... The game is a Japanese role-playing financial and human management game that has recently gone viral on the internet.
What?
Source Waiwa News.
What is Weo News? Although it is a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the Spear of Packing is a welcome sight. Dude, they had to have left before we did. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious craft stores. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow, meaningless... Like, they had to have started leaving before they even, like, heard word that we were here, right? Because we're so far away from them. I'm going to use Saguaro words. Hold on. How far away is home? How far away is home? Serious question. Where is our capital? 24 days travel. They left a season ago. No, a month ago. Jeez, that's forever. They literally left and were like, all right, honey, I'm going to see you next season. I know they need a depot. I'm working on it. I'm doing things. They're happening. Calm down. Just give me the tables I can use. Give me the chairs I can use. Give me the doors I wish to use. We'll go with that for now. I'm your liaison. What do you wish for? I wish for sunberries. Do you have sunberries? Boy, would I love sunberries. Let me guess. Under plants, we're going to find plump helmets. Under garden vegetables, we're not going to find sunberries. You do have strawberries, though. Strawberries and blackberries. I love both of those. You're not wrong. Do you have seeds? Can you give me sand? I would love sand. I need sand where I am. It's not sandy enough. I don't think there's enough sand here to repel a future Sith Lord. We killed a fairy. The cat killed a fairy again. Stop doing that. You're gonna like get us cursed or something, you evil cat. think that cat's just trying his hardest to get me killed. What just dies? No, orchestral. I meant orchestral.
Plant next to the river that could be sunberries. Couldn't get a good look at them.
So when you subscribe, there are 3 tiers of it. Is this a sunberry? Sunberry, other side of the river. Good eye. You have a uh-oh. OBS just said we disconnected. We're still here. Because my computer has internet. Come on, reconnect. All right, what if I stop streaming? It doesn't like that. And now I say start streaming. Is that brought us back up? Are we good? Now, you guys didn't have to refresh or anything, right? That just brought me back. Okay. Okay, cool. I wasn't going to wait for it to figure out whether or not it needed to reconnect it, so I just told it to stop broadcasting and restart broadcasting, and it found the connection again. Yeah, this is not the only stream that just went offline. What is going on with Twitch? So anyways, yes, I was congratulating the viewer who did the text-to-speech that there was, in fact, sunberries here and that they had a good eye. Because immediately I was like, I don't see anything. Oh, sunberries. Gotcha. So they were right. That is what a sunberry looks like. I am now aware of what... Oh, we have one on this side. I am now aware of a sunberry. So we can now grab them to our heart's content. I'm setting this to the highest priority. We need that sunberry right now. For some reason, I guess they're only growing along the river? But, yeah, they look like little stars. Make them gold. Go back to making sunberries gold. That shit was useful and able to be followed. Also, stop fishing on the entire coast. Just fish here. If you're going to do it, fish there, please. And I'm gonna
I think they only grow by water.
Is that... They didn't used to. Is that a new change? I'm setting this to a food that holds unprepared fish. And my food from before better not hold unprepared fish. What were you? Were you seeds? You were seeds. And you were plants and fruit leaves. Okay. Who is my plant gatherer? There he is. You better get me a sunberry, dude. Are you holding a sunberry? Oh my God, he's holding every plant. Put the sunberry down. Come
out with your hands up. Put the sunberry down, sir. Sir, we will open fire. Put the sunberry down. Do it.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw a video like yesterday or the day before. There is a YouTuber by the name of Donut Operator. He's a cop gentleman. I think he's a vet. He might not be a vet, but he's at the very least, he's a cop person. And he put up a video recently of There was a dude who took a hostage at like a veteran old folks home or a veteran retirement home or a veteran halfway house, some place for veterans who are on the down and out, right? And this dude, he's an ex-cop. This dude took a hostage and had a gun. And one of the police officers was not having that shit. The police officer was not having that shit. That dude, you see him and one of the other police officers' fucking camera. This dude immediately fluidly went to the opposite side of the hall, put his gun against the wall as a brace, and popped him with half his fucking head. Like, here's the hostage. The guy's like, don't do it. Don't do it. And he fucking one-shot domed him. That dude was like, I'm not here to talk. No. Fuck, he's like, don't fucking do it. Fucking the camera they had in the building was garbage, and I had like one screenshot like every other second, and you just see him there, and then he's just not there anymore. It's like, holy shit. You pissed off the wrong dude. Holy fuck. Yeah, dude, the guy got wanted. That shit had me dying. Like, that dude was not having that. He was like, what? No, we're doing this now. Like, why would you? Don't. Like, I don't even know if the hostage taker was a vet or not. Like, maybe he had something going on. But don't go grab another vet. Like, the fact that it even got to the point where it needed the cops to be there. Like, you kind of have to think that he was already lucky that another vet hadn't already just taken his ass out. Like, it's like, what are you doing, buddy? This is not going to end well. This is not a good idea. Brew drink from plant. Please tell me I've set this up so he grabs a sunberry, because I'm trying to get to use a sunberry so I can get sunberry seeds. He says he's doing it. This is the still. I don't see the plant he supposedly has. Are you holding it? No, you're drinking. You're not the guy doing this. Prickleberries. Not those. Try again. Where did you even get these from? Okay, new idea. This is giving to you. You have to use this one. Now, that's going to make him angry because I changed it. Fine. So I'm going to cancel that and try again. Oh, I can't. Because he now doesn't have the pots. I gotta set up the pot stockpile to be a source as well. Or, new idea. You're not the source. We're gonna delete that. I'm gonna create a bullshit burrow. A burrow called Shut Up. A burrow called Sunberry Time. Is that good enough to make this work? And I'm gonna say you can't go outside the burrow. Fuck, I still don't have a pot involved. Damn it. Brew with the thing I tell you to. Brew drink from plant. Do it now. And don't grab prickleberries. I don't even know where you got those from. Okay, he grabbed a sunberry. We're on the way to brew some sunshine. Where are you going? What? Huh? What? What? Why did you quit? Now we know there's not an empty food storage item. Why do we... What? I don't know what just happened. Okay, we're gonna make pots. Wooden pot made out of featherwood. God, we got a lot of featherwood this time. Yeah, just go with 10. Question, do we have trees growing back again? Or do we just have a really large supply of initial featherwood? I think we just had a really large initial supply. We've got to be cognizant of that fact. That we had a lot of initial wood, but we don't have much. I think I cut it all down. So the fact that we have a saguaro even growing is useful. They're all hauling stone up and getting big and strong. We have animals down there that don't need to be down there. Pin pasture for now. You guys go there. And the goose, the guinea pig, the alpaca, the yaks. Whatever that is. I honestly don't know what that is. Donkey, yak. All you go here. I'm assuming that you're going to eat crap. So you go upstairs. Don't ask. Oh yeah, no. I've been aware of him for a minute because my primary viewer of that grouping, I'll say, is Angry Cop. Angry Cop is the one I watch.
You are my sunshine, my one and only sunshine. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Someone took the sunshine away. They carried the frickin' sunberry back. Do we have an extra pot somewhere, please? Okay, you, please. I watch Donut Operator videos, but I'm not like subscribed to him. I like his videos. I don't know why I haven't subscribed to him. No. He's entertaining, but of the two, I would rather be subscribed to Angry Cop and then have him do crossovers with Donut Operator. Like me and my now I'm thinking about it. Me and my friends share a lot of his videos back and forth. Why aren't we just subscribed to him? All right, they're the sunberries. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know. The red land is in fact sand. Hold on. It's going to happen. Praise be, all praise to the sunshine. Ha 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 ha. We've achieved sunshine. 10 units of sunshine. This is a finely crafted sunshine pot. More importantly, we just got us a bunch of sunberry seeds. More importantly, I'm going to start planting sunberries year round. Start growing the sunberries. We can have another one dedicated to potatoes later. But yes, the red land is sand. The white land is white sand. What is sunshine? See, this is why I went for this. So everyone knows that good biomes are good and bad biomes are bad. And there's like horrible rain and shit that happens there. But no one actually knows, or like a lot of players don't know, that there's actually completely different plants based upon biomes to include alignment biomes. In a good biome, you grow a very rare tree called a featherwood tree, which creates fruit that are eggs. But it also creates logs that are featherwood logs that are lighter than non-featherwood logs. It's the lightest wood in the game. Secondarily, there is a plant that only grows in good biomes called a sunberry. It's not called sunberry wine. It's called sunshine. It is the highest quality or the highest worth booze in the game. That's where you get the best dwarven booze, is from good biomes. Now, this was nerfed a while back, where it used to just be that they were caring about the worth of the drink they were doing, and now they have actual, I want this booze, I want that booze, and the chance of them wanting sunshine is really slim to basically non-existent. So you're not going to get the I got the really good booze of the type of booze I wanted buff anymore. But it is still very nice, high quality wine that you're making. It's like I said, it's the highest one, I believe, which is sunshine. So basically this is wine made from sunberries. It's known as sunshine. It's liquid gold. The opposite of moonshine. If you were to be in an evil biome, one of the benefits to evil biome that a lot of people don't use is that they have a tree there. That's like the heaviest wood in the game. It's called glumprong, I believe chat said earlier. Now, if you're using it for hauling or shit, it's very bad. Like, it's not going to help you or anything. Like, why would you even bother? But whenever you take falling damage or speed-based damage, say you have a minecart that launches you into a wall or something, the damage you take is partially dependent upon the density / weight of the material you're hitting. So if you create a falling trap, a glumprong floor is actually pretty fucking beefy. Had made it baggable instead of a barrel. You just want the bagged wine. Now, we need a broker who is in spirit. Apparently, in spirit does all of her jobs. We need a bookkeeper who's in spirit. Does Lord of Cakes. Now that we have a broker, can he tell me what that booze is worth? $100. Potato wine pot, $30. Sunshine pot, $100. Now, admittedly, it is a higher quality pot. Dwarven wine is about $50. If I can find a regular pot, we can subtract that worth. Is this a plus? This is a plus pot. A plus pot is worth 20. So this wine, wait, hold on. A plus pot is worth 20. A regular pot is worth 10. So I've gained $10 because of the pot itself. So potato wine is 30 and sunshine is 100, meaning the sunshine would have been worth 90. So it's 3 times as valuable as potato wine. And it's almost twice as valuable as dwarven wine. It's a very good wine. Yeah, Glumprong would be good like that. Glumprong is to make your enemies hate existing. Sunberries and Featherwood are to make your dwarves very happy. For instance, if they're working on something and you want it to be safe below them, you could build the floor out of Featherwood, and they're honestly more likely to survive the fall because they're falling on such a light material. Featherwood is safety. Why has no one been smoothing for the longest time? Do it. I guess because they're still hauling? Is hauling taking over priority because I've made this so big? All right, so first of all, part of what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take out those squares. Oh, I did that backwards. We're going to take out these squares to not have an issue. Good evil biomes tend to have zones as some earlier alluded to points, so you'll have a good, normal, then evil maybe, but it's pretty hard to get 3 biomes that refuse to be adjacent together in one map. I've got sunshine in a bag. It is possible. I think what you're looking at, one, so yes, but you're not going to have much. The benefit you have is, as he's alluding, they can't touch. So if you got a square here and this is good, you're not going to have anything here that can be evil. Because I do believe that that is true. But it's only a neighboring thing. If you're very, very lucky, you can have an evil one within this. Now, if you look at this, this is actually doable. It's hard to do in a 3x3, but we usually build on a 4x4. So it is possible. The way you're likely to run into it, if you pull it off, is that you're going to see a like a marsh or some weird like neutral biome, and one edge of it will be hitting light biome and one edge of it will be hitting an evil biome. So if you swing it, you can have an opposite corner be light and an opposite corner be dark, or a side. You're not going to have a light biome. It's a very rare chance, a light biome and a dark biome in the same biome or in your map if you're light or dark or any of the inner 4. Like, you're going to want to push one of them to the edge to just touch the other one. That's how you're likely to run into it. It's possible, but you're not really likely to see that, no. All right. On one hand, we have to get the stones out of the way. On the other hand, I want them to hurry up. Okay, real quick. I did this for a reason. You guys, I want you to engrave back here. Not blue. I really want you to do this. Not blue. Not blue. Thank you. And not at 1. Regular priority. All right, let's just cancel the whole thing, pretend like I didn't screw that up, and start from the beginning. Hey, everyone, let's engrave over here. Damn it. All right, let's try this yet again. Hey, everyone, we're not blue. Let's engrave over here. Okay, we ordered that. That went well. All right, let's make more bedrooms for the extra dwarves. You're going to be missing a wall in the middle, so you're not going to be... Oh, wait, no, you're supposed to be vertical. That's right. That's right, that's right, that's right. That's how this one worked. You were vertical instead. So now we have 10, 14, 15. Enough. Please engrave. Who are my engravers? Who would be good engravers? Hey, Seaflux. Welcome. Start engraving. You got to get your skill up. You're the only one. I'm not even going to say like everyone can do this. I want to get good quality engravers. So this man's going to practice by himself. Yep. They're throwing seeds on their thing, which means I need bags. Okay. I am... Ooh, look, little sunberries growing. We do need to start setting up farms. Farming, farm plot. Build, workshop, farming, farm plot. They're not touching. This isn't our permanent farming setup, but we got to get the farms out. We're going to need to set up one for the clothing. I will say, though, look, this time they actually make booze. I have no clue what was going on in that other map. That other map was just cursed. Either that or they're just not losing it all immediately. I'm going to unforbid these. Hopefully they get compressed down in the barrels. Hold on. Is there an... Oh, hold on. Labor, kitchen. No. Standing orders. Don't mix food. I would rather you not mix. Do not mix similar foods in barrels. Wait, no. What do you mean similar? I want you to put all the caper leaves together. Don't mix a different plant in with it. That's what I want you to do. Figure that out. I feel like it used to be worded slightly differently. What the hell is a caper leaf? This is a caper leaf. Well, now I know. Every year he's supposed to ask you what you want. There's supposed to be a dude to bring up a blue diplomacy screen. And the diplomacy is him asking what you want next year. Yeah, that's it. If it's not if it's like with humans or something, it should just kind of be random every year. You shouldn't be getting something specific. All right, you rope reeds or clothing. Yes, I always get this backwards. It's not whip vines. It is rope reed. Rope reed makes the clothing. Rope reed, rope reed, rope reed. There's clothing being planted there. And that one's actually going to be able to grow its seeds faster because I'm just going to set up a farmer's place to just start processing that shit. So we can start getting clothing and cloth and bags. I made it out of the wrong thing again. Sharploon, thank you so much for following. Join us. Join us on an adventure for rope reed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for following and your support. And your vote of confidence that I should win the next election. That's right, we're turning this into a dwarven empire. Wait, no, republic. We're turning this into a dwarven republic, and you're gonna vote for me. You're gonna vote for the me who votes for me. Wait, no, shit. Yeah, because republic is representation. Democracy, we're a dwarven democracy. You're voting for me. I'm the only choice. Whatever government system that is. I am your new emperor. Because I guarantee every day will be great at your Junes. Every day low prices. Only at Junes. I had to be careful what I was saying. I think I was getting close to a certain yellow dot yelling at me. How dare you? Only we can have the low prices. You have implied others may have low prices. We will have to take you out now. We didn't want to take you out. You brought this upon yourself. Potatoes. Potatoes. Farmer's Workshop. I want you to process plants. Do it now. You already have. What is happening? All right, let's hit stop streaming and restart streaming again. See if that fixes it. Where's my mouse? Get over here. Stop streaming. Come on.
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
All right, I'm going to turn off stream elements. See if we can't reconnect. And turn off sound alerts. Actually, I'm just removing sound alerts. Come on. Are you good? I'm getting weird things where it's saying I can't connect the server and shit. I think we're good. Am I back? All right. I haven't had a sound alert in forever, so I'm turning off sound alerts. Like I said, it's not on my end, I don't think, because my computer says it's connected. Everything else is still good. It's just OBS keeps saying that it's unable to find Twitch anymore. I don't know. Look, all I know is Twitch has one job to try to make money, and somehow they failed to pull that off. Oh, we didn't trade with them before they left. My life is over. Like I said, no, it's not the sound alerts breaking it, but like my thought is I'm going to reduce the things it's trying to reconnect to. You know what I mean? Because every one of those things for it to connect is another authorization through Twitch. You know what I mean? Like the stream elements has to authorize me connected to Twitch. So stream elements I'm pulling off because that's a connection to Twitch. Mix It Up I'm leaving right now because Mix It Up is a connection to me. It is using a Twitch thing for the chat bot, but that shouldn't be too much of a pull. Stream elements, that is an authorization through Twitch, but I'm leaving that up right now. But sound alerts, I'm like, okay, let's remove how many, because when I try to reconnect it, it like lags for a minute. Like I don't want it to crash the game or crash the OBS. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That guy got double walled. Oh well, that's just gonna happen. Stream element, hold on. I didn't turn it off. I did accidentally click the light though. I was looking at the wrong one. There you go. Oh, yeah, I made a Junes joke that got kind of close to a certain store that used to have a bouncing yellow ball. And then immediately as I made that joke, we lost connection. Don't read into it. Nothing untowards is happening here. Definitely don't read into what could have caused that. Don't question it. Please, whatever you do, don't question it. They'll beat me again. Now this stockpile, I didn't put anything into yet, which is a bit of a problem. Because I need to set up a kitchen to start processing these damn fish. Because I don't have a stockpile for fish. I don't think I do anyways. I'm going to create another stockpile over here. Boom. Fish. Custom food. Fish. Meat. Fish and meat. That should work. And I'm going to set up a kitchen over here. Workshop, farming, kitchen. Saguaro. What? Who turned left? Easy meals on repeat. However, comma, kitchens should not cook drinks ever. Don't cook raw mussels. Let them get prepared. Don't cook the seeds, except for rock nuts. Screw those. Do not cook the plants. We need those for now. Actually, cook caper leaves, because apparently I can't brew those. So get them out of here. I don't want those. Whoever it is that would be a kitchen, start preparing easy meals if you can. That way these mussels can start getting prepared and put downstairs, and things can go well in the world. Now we still have our engraver engraving. Okay, we can unlock this man's bedroom, and we can unlock this man's bedroom. We're going to lock you. Actually, I don't need to lock the other ones anymore. I can actually get rid of these doors. They're like not even up for consideration, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the man who's sleeping, though, he's got to be locked in. In the meantime, this bed actually has to be removed. Because you can engrave a floor below them, but you can't smooth a floor below a bed? Doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to lock this bed and order the surrounding tile to be engraved. Because he just slept, so he obviously doesn't need it again. And I can engrave where that door was and where that door is too, and that wouldn't cause a problem. And where that door is. These might cause a problem, but they're not even part of the bedroom anyway. So why am I engraving the walls? Hold on. I'm wasting time engraving walls I don't need to engrave. That's not part of the bedroom. They don't care. They don't know what's going on. My jest was Walmart also used to do a lot of discount items, which is why they had the blue light specials, also internet packages, because red light districts are too expensive. Oh, okay. Pick like the late nights. So I've never seen a Walmart in my life. The weird thing is they used to have a bouncing, smiling face. A bouncing, smiling face to go bibbity, 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 and it would hit the signs and make them show low prices. And that's how it worked. And then randomly one day, Walmart was like, okay, everyone who uses smiley faces, you owe us money because that's our trademark, the smiley face of low prices. And they went to court, and the court was like, yo, what are you smoking? Can I have some of that good stuff? Because no? Like, well, you can't come after the fact and try to copyright a smiling face. What the hell are you talking about? So when they realized that that was not a copyrightable trademark thing or whatever, they gave up the smiley face. Now it became like the Flash, and it's like this weird little yellow mark, but without a face. So they dropped that from their commercials. They're like, nobody has any clue what you're talking about. This weird yellow mark going everywhere. Just like looks like a little tiny Nova. It's like this does not sell. This is not a thing you can market. Does not make sense. So that is what happened to the smiley face and why they had to put it down. Because much like Old Yeller, it had had its time. All right, I don't need this door anymore. We can get rid of it. Didn't I get rid of you already? You're literally just on the floor. Oh my God, I need like a door stockpile. I'm just trying to make all your... What are you doing? Stop playing make-believe in the door, you weird child. Whatever. You know what? Again, who cares about the walls? I'll just engrave everything right now in the middle. Not even that hard. Why am I screwing around? I'm going to cancel these ones for now and unlock this door. Just work in the middle. Do whatever you can. Okay. I was doing something. We have drinks in here, which is good. We have empty pots and barrels in there, which is obnoxious, but you know, whatever, fine. We have stone that needs to get processed into things. It would work if we were to start removing the dirt and process it into stones. This would be a harder thing to hit. You know what? No, flat out. We do need to do this though. Andesite. I need to start making andesite blocks. Because there are structures out here right now that I need to work with. Andesite. Make sure they're andesite, not allanite. And wrong button. 20 would be 80. 30 would be 120. Make 30 blocks. Make andesite blocks 30 times. Engrave the minute. Yeah, no. That's what we're going to do. But he's going so slow right now. Like if I'm locking the bed, we're getting in the way of people doing things. So he's engraving, but he's engraving in a way that he's not preventing people from easily accessing their beds. Because I don't want to cause a problem. There's only one guy doing it right now. That's why it's slow. That way I'm guaranteeing he's getting the experience. It's C-Flux. Look at C-Flux's little skill. Where is it? Engraver. Look at that little skill building up. I honestly think it went up. Wasn't it dabbling before? If they had a little bar here, I know it's so stupid. It would be so stupid. But if every one of these skills actually had a little bar, just a little bar of watching that skill fill up, you would be drawn to the dwarves. You would watch them do the stupidest shit just to fill up that bar. Don't lie, chat. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. You would watch the little dudes going around doing the dumbest shit just to watch that little bar fill up. This is a known fact. There's no chance to argue it. Where are you? Skills. Novice. Wasn't he like apprentice or something before? Like, did he just already grow when we were looking away? Way to go, little dude. Image of a dwarf. Engraved as a well-crafted cog lolocab rendition of the armored cavern. A well-designed image of a cushion-cut gem. The item is a symbol of girders of stabilizing a local dwarven government. Dude, what kind of weird freaking Big Brother's watching you nonsense are we making? My dude is going into everyone's bedrooms and just carving symbols of government into their floor and shit. Like, imagine some dude like broke into your house and just started carving the American flag into your wall. Or just like carving pictures of Uncle Sam. Except instead of like, I want you, it's like, I watch you or something. Like, why are you carving the government symbols into the ground? We are filled up, Valis. I'm so sorry. We has the no mores. We're trying to get them in. We're working on things. The real slowdown right now is the stone cutter smoothing the walls. Because I want to smooth the walls right now while I can access them. And boy, do they seem to take a while. Now, have you been making stone blocks? He has been making blocks. Here's what I want to do. We're going to make a classic. Okay, chat? We're going to do the classical little fishing hut for now. Because this guy is goober. This guy is goober. We're going to make him a little classical fishing hut. And since we know this river won't freeze anymore, that's definitely going to be useful. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, wait. New idea. Why don't we make him hiding in a bridge? We have to remember this. Okay, chat. We have to not just do function. It has to be form. He will not have a fishing hut. He will be the weird fishing hermit that lives in the bridge that we cross with. So, I got to cancel what he's doing right now. Well, not that. Hold on. Construction, floor, boom, and his site blocks. We're still going to cancel that one because I don't want him interrupting him right now. What's going to happen is this fishing hole is going to be here. He's going to have all this space. That's where he's going to have that. That's going to have to be a wall across. Yeah. I got an idea. Wall here to here, and the site blocks. Wall here to here, and the site blocks.
Will he demand a toll whenever somebody crosses?
Oh, I hope so. Because we're going to end up moving his hole more in the middle. What I want to do is actually channel that out so it's like a 5, but that's unnecessary. We'll have his hole be here. This will be floor. He'll be fishing over there when that time comes. This will have a wall. This will come out maybe 2 or so. We'll have a wall because he'll have a ladder to get into it from below. And then what we can do is in the middle area on either side, we can engrave little fortifications and turn it into a window. That way there's like a breeze going through. And because we have it in the middle with the river, he should still be relatively safe. And we'll have everyone just walking over him as he fishes below. You got to pay the... You want to get into this boy's hole, you got to pay the troll's hole to get in. Do not pay the troll toll to get access to that boy's hole. Yo, he's in a desert. He needs the breeze, okay? You do not want to be in an enclosed andesite building without a breeze. So a fisher watchdwarf. I mean, you could say he's a watchdwarf, but really, what is he watching other than fish? He's here to feel comforted by the fish around him. Because we also, in order for this to work, we need to move the fishery up under the bridge as well. In order for this to work. Because if the hole is here, he's fishing there, the fishery is here. Like the bridge is going to have to be huge on either side. Absolutely gargantuan. Unbelievably large. Why is there a bunch of shells here? Doesn't this refuse accept shells? I've done something wrong, haven't I? Does it count as a bone? Like, this should be accepting every shell, but no one's putting mussel shells in. Okay, I've done something wrong here. Does it count as a body part? I don't see people rushing to haul it, so I'm going to say no. Does it count as a corpse? Because it's a fish? Like, I would have thought shell was enough. What did you just do? Art is life. Having a drink without using a goblet. Okay, I'm working on that. I'm trying to find ways to make this place look nice. And you are finding ways to make fun of me for it. All right, this one. We were apparently doing this to a 5. We're going to do a god, but we got to do it like to the god of death, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do it like a square and we'll balance it. That way I can try to get some icon on the floor of the god symbol. That's a good question. Hold on. Who are we? What temple am I cramming in right now? Hold on. I got to figure out who we're even talking to. Meeting area. Except this is assigned as a temple to Uzel Grave-Oiled. He is 9. He has 7. Fergig has 6. I do like doing my God of Death first, usually. There's actually no religions for once. Holy crap. All right. Uzel Gravel-Oiled. Or Uzel Grave-Loiled. One of the two. Uzel Grave-Loiled. All right, we're going to delete that area. And we're going to use him to tell me what the hell that means. Uzel Grave-Oiled. Rock statue. Details of this statue. Historical figure. Uzel is a deity of the spear of packing. Uzel most often takes the form of a female dwarf associated with jewels. Okay, so the icon would be a jewel. How do you draw a jewel in pixel art? I can only assume it's like this, but better. Like that would be the bottom of the gym. You know what I mean? It's the only way I can assume you would do this, but it looks like shit. So I need different colors. A home plate? Carefully. I would have to look up a picture. Not that honey badger again. I mean, in spirit's killing him. Yeah, there's a bunch of honey badger blood. I don't see any blood from him, so I think he's been getting his miles in. Why would you suspend construction? Did the honey badger scare you idiots? They got scared by a honey badger. All right, I'm going to do andesite blocks across. Now, probably here. I could move it over here to try to make this be a smaller footprint, though. Because I want it to go left and right. Because we need the wall, and everyone's supposed to be going up over it. Boo-doo-doo. All right. You are the new fishing area. This is going to be the stockpile of food, unprepared fish, all. This is a stockpile that is going away. This stockpile needs to update to not have that middle square. Boom. This is no longer a fishing area. The fishing area is now right here, except I believe you said 8. You did. Good. Hopefully they move everything over. Build construction floor. That needs to be an andesite block. These need to be andesite blocks. I need to move that over here, meaning this is where the stairwell will be. So if that's the thing, stairwell there, this all has to just kind of be open because it's supposed to be like a bridge up and a bridge down. That man's dancing. Andesite block there, andesite block there. That's a hole. This is a wall. And then to hide our secret, we have to do the same length on the other side, as goofy as that sounds. So if we had 1, 2, 3, 4 floors on the left, the right should have 1, 2, 3, 4 floors on the right. Canceling that weird thing that I just did that no one had to see. Construction wall. Wall that across. We could also use this as an underground way to go down into something else as well. Andesite blocks. Cancel that one for now. And probably cancel that one in case I need to turn that into a stairwell later to get in and out. Because if we could use this to bridge that, that would be kind of nice. I think that would look pretty cool. This is being stumped by mussels. Ferdy has joined the military. Hold on. Where did my little thing go? Oh, because I clicked the recording thing to bring it up and put it down. Hold on. Skills I read. Pinky Baitsu. Did I ever read your description? I'm sorry. I think I missed a few of these. I don't remember doing these. You guys have got to point these out to me. Sometimes I miss them. Something happens and I miss what's going on. Pinky Baitsu, I think that's Pinky Baitsu, said, read my dwarves description. No, I'm sorry. You could have reminded me. Like I said, I forget things. Like, pretend you have a book, okay? Take a paper, throw it away. I'm not gonna get angry if you're like, I'm not being like, oh, you should have known I was ignoring you on purpose or something. No, I will tell you if I'm like, I will come to that later, and then you'll still have to remind me because I'll forget that I was doing that to begin with. Feel free to remind me. Anywho, health description. Pinky Baitsu is indefatigable, but they are weak. Pinky Baitsu has a great sense of empathy, a natural inclination toward language, and a sum of patience. Pinky Baitsu likes chert, nickel silver, aquamarine, rhesus macaque-tooth, the color bronze, chains, turkeys for their snood, river otters for their fluffy faces, and the sight of the glitter of intricacy. When possible, they prefer to consume sparrow, salmon, and river spirits, so they absolutely detest oysters. N9103 said, what are my skills? I missed him as well. N9103, your skills are, you're novice at stone cutting and you've barely done anything else. You are, however, a competent mace dwarf. You've been known to squish a few things. Probably because you're in the squad. That makes sense. You've been training. Maybe. I don't know. How did you... Wait, I haven't set up training yet. How do you have skill? You're, well, you know, when it comes to social skills, you've done a few things once. You do like playing music in your off time, and you have a lot of weird musical forms and poetic forms you like. Oh, you have the Quizian Velvet from the other person. Hold on. What is the Quizian Velvet?
If only we had an easy way to remind you of what you forgot, in a more obvious way than chat. Grins manically. M-U-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A.
H-A-H-A? The Quiziant Velvet is a poetic form originating in the sphere of packing. The form guides poets during improvised performances. The poem is a single tercet. Use of epentheses is a characteristic of the form. And a form of parallelism is common throughout the poem, and that certain lines are required to maintain phrasing. The third line of the tercet presents a different view of the subject of the first line. The first line is solemn and concerns the past. It has 3 feet with a tone pattern of even, uneven, even. The second line is reflective and concerns current events. It has 3 feet with a tone pattern of even, uneven, even. The third line is ribald and concerns the future. It has 3 feet with a tone pattern of even, uneven, even. What kind of theses do you use? No, epenthesis. It's where you have you know how you have when you want to get a doctor or something, you have a thesis, you have to defend it. You have to defend a thesis about how big your epene is. I think that makes sense. That's what the game's talking about. It couldn't be talking about anything else. That's clearly what the game is going with those words in that order. There's no other way for a honey badger to steal my muscle biscuits. You stupid bastard. Okay, fishery. Build, workshop, farming, fishery. That shouldn't say farming, that should say food. I will stick with that one. You call it one thing, it should be the one thing. We're going to have ramps across here. They're going to be made out of andesite blocks. I'm going to have 2 more walls.
Oh, my skills need to be read.
Hold on. I have to intersperse them with doing things in the game. But yes, you are right. Wait, no, what skills? Did I read your skills? I read your skills. Wait. Oh, I thought I did yours earlier. I think I clicked yours off because I was like, I think I did those ones. Pandasaur. No, wait, didn't we? No, I guess not. I thought you were the one that had the weird stuff. Anyways, Pandasaurus Rex. You're a woodcutter and a carpenter. And that's it. You've never fought a day in your life. You've barely spoken to anyone. You've spoken at people, let's be clear, but you've never spoken with anyone. You once read a poem, and thank God you're rusty at that, because one of your favorite poems is The Submerged Buds, which, as everyone knows, is a poem authored by Taki I. Rum Gastmar, and is an example of the dead death. The work has no particular subject. The writing is quite cruel. Overall, the poetry is not awful, but not very good either. The Dead Death is a dramatic poetic form intended to express pleasure with the concept of death, originating in the Confederacy of Crowding. That's a human thing. The rules of the form are applied by poets to produce individual poems which can be recited. The poem is a singular quatrain. Forms of parallelism are common throughout the poem, and that certain lines often share an underlining meaning and they reverse grammatical structures. Every line of the poem has an initial Casablanca. The fourth line of the quatrain contrasts the underlining meaning of the third line, and the fourth line of the quatrain is required to maintain the phrasing of the first line. The fourth line of the quatrain reverses the word order of the first line, even though it's required to maintain the phrasing. The first line has an 8 feet with a syllable weight pattern of long, short, short, quantitative dactylatic octameter. What? Hold on. What? What did I just read? Did I screw up? I was expecting the pattern to be 8 long or 4 long or something. It has 8 feet and the weight pattern is long, short, short, quantitative dactylatic octameter. Like, what? What does that mean? Is it long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short? What is, I don't understand what these words are. I have said words. I don't know what they mean. The second line of the 5 feet. The second line has 5 feet with the syllable weight pattern of long, short, long, quantitative cretic pentameter. The third line has 5 feet with a syllable weight pattern of short, long, long, quantitative amphibrachic pentameter. The fourth line has 3 feet with a syllable weight pattern of short, long, short, quantitative amphibatic tram. What the fuck are these words? There you go. That's what you love reading. You do that all the time. You're always like, please read me whatever I just said. These are the words that you have presented to us, and these are the words that we now have to live with. We regret ever having to listen to them, but it is your favorite. I really like wood. Got it. What? Seems clear to me. Yeah, no, it's perfectly clear. Just rolled right off the tongue. We all, please read me into a stroke. These are just made up words. I'm convinced. Your favorite 8-digit number is 743 crackle. That's the last 5 digits. Crackle. What the fuck did I just read? I'm certain that to someone somewhere that made sense. Somewhere. I don't know where that where is, but someone was like, ah, yes, the quankle. My favorite form of poetry, quankle art. All right, I've got you in, and Lord of Cakes says, what are my skills? What are my skills by Lord of Cakes? Your skill is understanding the quankle. Lord of Cakes, you're a legendary miner, and you're a proficient planter, but who cares because you're a legendary miner. You have no combat skills, and you've spoken to people, and you kind of listen to them, maybe. Anything involving music, you've long since forgotten because your favorite poem was Heather and Nothing More. Heather and Nothing More is a poem authored by Fikad Rakustan and is an example of the knowing sister. The work has no particular subject, and overall the poetry is masterful. And as we all know, the knowing sister is a light poetic form intended to complain about someone recently retired. What? Originating in the honorable standard. The rules of the form are applied by poets to produce individual poems which can't be recited. There's an entire type of poetry to bitch about someone retiring? The poem is a single quintain. Forms of parallelism are common throughout the poem, and that certain lines are required to maintain phrasing, and they sometimes have reversed word orders. Each line has 5 feet with the tone pattern of even, even, uneven, and the third line must make use of ambiguity. See, that one kind of made sense. Other than there's an entire art to making fun of retired people, which that one I find weird. My sister got retired. What a dumb bitch. There you go. There's the famous poetry style that everyone knows and loves for some reason. Whomst hasn't written such poetry? Please, Papa, read me more long, long, short. Long, long, short Quankle. It doesn't make sense. Kind of like a Doctor Who episode where they're giving space coordinates and the coordinate contains an apple. What? Why do they contain an apple? Whoa. Why are the shells not coming? Okay, here. Refuse pile. Allow all. I don't understand why they're not going earlier, but now you can go into here. Okay? Not my problem. Carry it out of my way. So build construction, because I need a wall here. A wall here. A wall here. A wall here. A ramp. I need to build a ramp from here to here of andesite. I need to engrave a gap here, 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 and here. Because that's where the river is. Actually, no. I will change this. Hold on. I'm going to cancel that one. I want them to be here and here. The terrain won't allow it, so I'll just change the terrain. What are you doing, buddy? We gotta be careful. We're about to lock this man in, too. Like, I don't why are you not bringing the shells over to the refuse pile? Something is horribly wrong. Oh my god, lol, dude didn't even dynamite accident. What a stupid shit lord. Couldn't even find a way to die on duty. Idiot retired. He's never living this down. What? What kind of like hateful ass do you have to be to why? To hate on someone retiring? Doesn't make any sense. Can we name something Quankle? Sounds perfectly dwarfy. I want to do something. The terrain won't let me, so I'll just change the terrain. Yeah. Because I don't want this to be like completely exposed to the outside. Like I want it to be there, but if someone could just walk up to it, we're going to have a problem. Now, if they're doing it at an angle, that's a different story. That, you know, dangerous, but whatever. At least it looks cool. At least, you know, he's got the ability to breathe. Actually, should I pull this back even further? Hold on. I feel like I should do that here and here as well. Just slowly expand this part of the terrain so that no one can approach my weaknesses. Can we please transfer the muscle shells over? Like, what the shit? Who's not doing this? All right, no one's a hauler right now. Kleptomania and Peaky Baitsu. Everyone does this, but boy, am I going to make you do it. Start hauling the trash away, please. It says you're constructing a building, so that's kind of partially my fault. Now, are you going to start hauling things? Please. Thank you. He did one. Come on. Haul more. What the hell dance move was that? All right, I don't want there to be a 2x2 because I don't want them to be able to jump to it. So I got to remove that one and that one to look natural. And I got to remove that one and that one and that one to look natural. There and there for his breeze. Oh, I got to make a grate too. I forgot about the damn grate. Rock grate. This rock grate will be made out of andesite, just like everyone else. You really didn't need... The point of this is that it's a quantum. You don't need barrels here. Who told you to bring barrels? This was an unnecessary thing to have done. You don't need barrels. It's a quantum stockpile. Barrels are unnecessary. Oh my god. I can only hope that this man uses up those barrels fast so I can get him out of here. It's just supposed to be stacks of fish and mussels. They can now go over on the other side, so I don't want this gap open anymore. Wall, andesite blocks. Come on. I don't want to wall this off yet because obviously I have no good way in or out, but don't want to make it easy for someone to just walk into where he is either. I'd rather them have to go over and deal with the issue. All right, that one has been cleared a bit. Below it looks insane, but whatever. Channel that one, channel that one. And then we'll have to do that and that. Yeah, that's how we decided to do this. 2 away on either side. 2 away. And then it goes diagonally. So yeah, it'll be that one and that one. And then you would be here and here. Just to make the bridge as much of a fucking issue that you have to deal with as possible. I kind of want to get rid of this just because of the look of it, but I like it. These mussel shells still need to be hauled though. Okay, we definitely have an issue here. Build, workshop, crafts. We need a shell crafter. We need someone to just go ham and turn these shells into things. What are you doing? I'm going to pause preparing a raw fish until such time as someone processes these shells, or at least carries them out of here, because that's an issue. There's just too many of these damn things. Also need someone to build that wall. The top is being built. There you go. So these, no, actually, they can't. If you're saying those like these, they cannot. Because when he fishes, he whenever you fish, you go, hey, I caught a fish. And you immediately throw it down wherever you're standing. And where he's standing happens to be a food stockpile, so they do not rot. If for some reason this was able to work and it was underground, this would not actually rot. These cannot go bad. If someone puts a mussel in here and then just leave it there, that one could go bad. Shell crafts on repeat. Get the shells out of here. I'm surprised some of these still haven't even been carried. That cat just slaughtered a fluffy wobbler before our very eyes, and we just let it happen. He killed that fluffy wobbler, chat. He murdered that wobbler. That wobbler who was so peaceful. All right, how is the new floor going? Has it been smooth? It has. We need to start getting these stones out of the damn way, though. We already had an issue where the guy had a stone fall on him. And he was like, oh, it's dangerous terrain. Gotta be careful. Also, how big, like, how much do we still have? Jesus. It's a lot of squares. This is going to be a deep entrance. Deep. All right, this looks kind of nice. It is rather simplistic, though. We made sure that there's a wall with a covered rampway up, and then when you're up, it's just there. So we need to make it look nice. We need supports. If I could, I'd put supports on the water. That'd look even better. Or a floodgate below it. Oh, that'd be sexy. We can work on the floodgate system later. Right now, I want to build supports. And I always forget where supports are. Here are supports. This support will be an andesite block. Andesite block. One in from the edge. Andesite block. Andesite block. Do a 2 gap. Do a 2 gap. And that would mean that the inner one is a 3 gap. Like that. And then we'll, at some point, get up on top of these supports and just build a roof up there. That way it looks nice. We are going to need more andesite blocks, though. This is definitely true. Oh, he's cranking out crafts. Good job. Where is the carpenter? Carpenter. Actually, I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that. Nope. Wooden bin. Make wooden bin. 10 of them. Featherwood. Wooden. If I spell it right, that might work. Wooden pot. Pots. Make a wooden pot. 10 of them. Make that also out of featherwood. Now we'll zoom out and see if any trees have been growing other than our one saguaro. We have one in the corner. I'm still needing to be careful until I've seen proof that, albeit slowly, featherwood actually grows still. Because our drinks are hitting poor, very, very poor issues. We need those pots. All right, this can be smooth. We might need to make it bigger. I have no clue how to do a bit art of a gym. Like, that sounds simple, but you need to be able to cover 3 facets. That's the issue. Like, the standard idea of a gym would require it to cover 3 facets. And I don't think this room is big enough to cover 3 facets. I also don't think I have the material to be able to do the color differentiation between the facet that's straight on and the 2 diagonal ones. I would need to look that up. It like this, it's not even 8-bit. Hold on. This floor couldn't even handle 8-bit because assuming you don't touch the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a 6x6 thing. That's not even... This room's going to have to be made bigger later. I can't engrave the outer walls. I can engrave the front wall, but I can't engrave the outer walls. Because I'm going to have to dig them out later. It is springtime now. Ere the dingo get hungry. This is such a massive system. We're going to hit the caverns before long, knowing my luck. Okay, you are making featherwood bins. I'm surprised that more is not being done with that. You to here, except you're going to do finished goods, all. No, just all. And then go back up here and then turn on only bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines. Amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, not goblets. Rings, scepters, totems. There you go. Oh, no. Total quality, no artifacts. Just to get ahead of it, don't allow artifacts. Fluffy Womblers remind me of Tribbles. That's probably what they are. They're just too cute for their own good. The funny thing is this bridge we made, by the way, does absolutely nothing. Like, look at the sheer scale of the map. Like, that river is not even in the midway point. We do not need this bridge. To be clear, we're making this bridge purely for show and so that we can have this man fishing here. Because we must make sure things look nice. A floor grate for safety, though, because I'm not an idiot. The supports have been installed. I don't have the andesite blocks to put a roof on that. Kind of wanted them to look like pillars, but the way this thing does walls by itself would not have done that justice, I think. Besides, it says it's an andesite pillar. It just looks weird. All right, we are going to need some more andesite blocks, so no matter how you look at it. Make more rock blocks. andesite, and that number is going to be another 30. No, it's not. It's going to be 40. I know we're going to need more. This one looks kind of nice. I can end up doing engravings or something in there, but for now, this looks pretty good. Oh, you're right. This should be the road. I'm an idiot. Construction. I gotta wait for the blocks to get done. But construction. Paved road. How much do you need? 31. Okay. Definitely need to make those blocks. And this could be some way over here to like the thing and then somehow go down. I don't know. I'll have to make it like it's a little village or something. This is a 5 wide. This is going to be, yeah, okay. Everything will be matching up. This will be 5 wide. We'll have to design the road and everything. They've apparently made a few more andesite blocks. They say they have, but I can't build with it. Is that these 6 I'm looking at? Okay. Someone's still busy. The mussel shell crafts are getting cleared out of the way, though. I'll take that as a victory in the short term. Somehow the craft store shop has been found with 2 pots in it for some reason. Where's the still in this? The one that's the still. You, brew drink from plant, brew. Work orders, brew. Brew drink from plant. Do this whenever you can. Actually, it's about 5 per, isn't it? It's not 15, it's 75. But still, we need 10 pots for that to trigger. So we go back to the craft store shop, create a work order. Make a wooden pot. And the thing for this is to make 10. If the amount of empty large pots is less than 10, the amount of logs, you're saying that it's not satisfied. So we're not less than 10. The amount of featherwood. It's not a material? Hold on. What do you mean that's not a material? Are you messing with me? The material should be feather wood. Yeah. Oh, because I did it as one word. The amount of featherwood logs is greater than 10. The amount of empty large pots is less than 10. Make 10 more wooden pots. Now it's saying that we don't have less than 10 empty pots. I find that odd to believe, but I'll take it at face value right now. And I'll create a finished good thing that just holds pots. Nope, sorry. Furniture thing that just holds pots. And it'll hold them out of wood. That's all I'm checking for right now. Wood. With any quality at all. Just wooden pots go here. Empty ones. See how well that works. The last fort was cursed. It was already declining and barely going on when I had like 50 dwarves. I don't know. Half the dwarves just weren't doing what they were supposed to. Like, it just wasn't working right. And it was a struggle to get them to do anything. So it's like, all right. So we just didn't. This one is basically the same premise. Like, we're sticking to the same premise. We're redoing the whole thing. I've not gave up on the idea, but this map works. Like, I don't know how to tell you. Like I said, that map was just kind of cursed. It just was not working right. These are all seeds. Where are the plants? You should all be upstairs. Not upstairs, but up near the brewer. You shouldn't have to walk all the way down here. Hold on. Draw you up here and across like that. Erase all of this. You guys need to bring that up to the good stockpile. He shouldn't have to walk that far. That's insane. So have to make something down below to absorb that. I was going... Fuck, we still haven't gotten... They haven't hauled all the mussel shells. We have people that I've locked into hauling, and they're still taking forever. Because you can't prioritize what they're hauling. Which is fantastic. Might have exactly 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For the thing being done. This is true. But really, like, as soon as I built the thing, they freed them up from other things. Which, that is already unusual that they actually listened to me. What does this refuse hold? Everything? Don't hold shells. Actually, this map has proven to be slightly more dangerous, even though right now we only have a bunch of echidnas. This map has previously had hippos and alligators running around, not just fluffy womblers. All right, he's brewing up the things again. We've made a rope reed, which should have freed up a seed. I'm very confused as to why we don't have more rope reed. Hold on, don't brew the rope reed. Labor, standing orders, kitchen. Rope reed doesn't get brewed either. Rope reed should not be drunk. Rope reed is for clothing and clothing purposes only. Yeah, see, they weren't processing it. Put that on repeat too. I forgot that's one of those things, I guess, that just isn't... No, isn't it auto done? I thought processing was a standing order. Hold on. Automatically... I thought... Is there not processed plants? Gather... Oh, gather refuse from outside. That was probably the issue. Because they are refuse. Claim... Forbid use ammunition during sieges. And then, like... Forbid other things during sieges. During sieges. Just forbid things during sieges. I don't care otherwise. Children do chores. Here are your chores, children. Keep that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Food and refuse, yes. Everything else you don't need to do. Trade good, maybe. Water will allow that. Cleaning and lever operation. There you go. They're your chores. Everybody harvest. Do not mix similar foods and barrels before... Fish only in designated zones. I should turn him off at some point, though. We already have enough mussels. Labor, fisher dwarves. Nobody does this. Stop fishing for now. We got plenty. That other is the raw mussel count. We got plenty, dude. Feel free to go hauling. As a matter of fact, right now, who was that? That was Coca Koala. Coca Koala, you're going to be a hauler in the meantime. Yeah, just get things hauled fast. We need these out of the way of what we're doing. Stone, refuse, fluffy womblers. Why are the cats leaving so many dead womblers by everything? Anyways, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. This one's not been done because of 4 mussel shells. Then the bridge will be safe and clear. Oh, that's what it was. I was building a road. I'm like, I was trying to build something over here. There you go. Andesite blocks. Someone build that road. Feed the kitties fish. If they want to eat the fish, the mussels, they're free to do so. I am not stopping them. There we go. Let's get rid of the mussel shells. This guy's still making shell crafts on repeat. 2 more shells to handle. This is the issue, is we're behind on those. But a bunch of crafts should start being able to come down. Yeah, why are these not getting hauled? There are like 3 things that need to get done. Speaking of that, oh, see? Like, look, I've not been paying attention and we're up to 80 drinks. Like, something was wrong with what was happening in the last map. I don't know. Like, they just weren't brewing. They weren't brewing, they weren't farming, they weren't doing anything. Like, half of them were glitched. I mean, some things probably need to get sorted out down below to make this, you know, better. The smoother gentleman has apparently quit. Who was my smoother? Anyone. He has been set to be an engraver, but right now he should also be set, because I told him to do that. He should also be set to be a smoother. That way he has something to do in the meantime, because we got to turn that into a temple or something. Speaking of that, how has this gone on? See, no one was doing this. See, we're doing good. Who's red? People who are we've not been mining in a minute. So the miners can also help with hauling. We've not been cutting down trees, so he can free up. He's hauling. He's doing what he does best. They're hauling. Everyone should be doing something to make this go expeditiously. The fact that we have excess bins is kind of tickling me a little bit. We're going to have to create a quantum just to get the andesite out of the hole as we dig it out. So, construction, track stop, north. I'm not trying to... We don't need to sort out everything right now, because obviously, why would you sort out everything up here? This is not where we need to be. But we got to get this sort of crap out of the way. So, we'll do that. We'll go back up to the carpenter. And we'll make it out of saguaro, because it's not going to move, and who cares? Actually, no, you can do it out of stone. We'll do it out of stone. Minecart. Can't do it out of stone? Or do you need a crafter? Hold on. No, that's right. Minecarts can be metal or wood. They can't be stone. All right, fine. Not Craftsdorf. Carpenter. Wooden minecart. Make this out of saguaro. Look at this. Telling them not to mix actually works. Should have that setting by default. This is amazing. You are free to cook the capers. Where's our kitchen? Didn't we have a kitchen? They kind of stopped for some reason. The rock nut biscuits. Are they going to go bad? What is... Oh, this stockpile was never set up. Hold on. I'm like, why is this not happening? Because I didn't let it happen. That's on me. Prepared meals. Those should have always been down here. Wasn't someone also... Yeah, someone in spirit is our tavern keeper for right now. Look at this sweet, delicious booze in the empty pot of nonsense. All right, the track stop's been made. Has the minecart been made? The minecart has been made. We're going to create a stockpile right here for andesite, I believe, is our issue. That's it. You allow no wheelbarrows. Then new route of a stop here. Assigned to that minecart. Pulling from here. You are pulling stone, other andesite. And you check nothing. And this is called andesite. And this is called andesite. Because there's so much andesite down there that we got to clear that out. Dwarven faces being engraved floors always makes me chuckle. I saw this dude put up a picture where he made engravings look like a different symbol. Oh my God. We should have done that mod too. Oh, it made the floor look so good when he put metal and engraved it and stuff. I forget what it was, but it looks so good. I remember thinking like you needed a certain metal to get it to work or something. And it turned out, no, it's just a mod that replaces the symbol for what an engraving does. The faces do chuckle, but if you look at it, he's doing like government symbols. The image is a symbol that girders is stabilizing. That's what our engraver's been practicing with, just drawing government symbols. Don't read into it. My government is super democratic. This farm plot somehow has a hole in the middle, and that annoys me. Rope reads, you should have processing plants all the time. Work orders, process plants. You're going to do this. I'm going to lower this down to 5. I'm going to lower this down to 1 for now. And then we're going to set it to 1. That way, later on, we'll up it to bigger and bigger numbers. I just want him to be automatically processing that damn rope read. But I mean, we're getting potatoes. We're getting potatoes. We're kind of getting sunberries out of this. We got to start refining what sort of booze we're making. But since we're not growing some of it, if they eat the other ones, then who cares? The big issue is tato plants. I've got to, for a short term, say stop brewing tato plants, because clearly tato plants are taking over the sunberry production. I don't care if he brews out the barley or the prickle. We're not planting them, so they're not going to be in the way. But we got to stop him temporarily brewing tato so we can just brew sunberries. It's going to interrupt his drink production. He's going to get angry at me, but I don't care. This has kind of gone well. This is... Who's doing the floor? Oh, someone is doing the floor. Oh, shit. I didn't think I was going to be doing that yet, but someone is. Would that kind of mod work in post-gen? Yeah, I mean, there's probably a way to manually insert it, but I don't want to cause issues. The way Dwarf Fortress does mods is a bit weird. Yeah. I mean... It is weird in that it's a bit too careful. The reason why you would want to make sure all mods are there when you create the world is for raw changing mods. It would take an extra amount of effort. Effort's not even the right term. It would take an extra level of checks and balances or whatever, of like checks and securities to make sure to be like, okay, because you just subscribe to it on the thing. You can't tell Steam to subscribe something and make sure it's in one of 2 subscription categories, because you want to make sure any of the changes raw can only be installed during world creation, and you can't then also say that these ones can be toggled on after the fact. Like, that would take a weird, like, it could be done, but when you're basically just initiating Steam mod support or whatever, like, hey, just trying to be careful so you don't have a lot of people complaining about it, that's understandable. That is a fully understandable thing. Yeah, there is a way-ish, but there is a way to do it to where you can do what I just said. But like a lot of games that will allow you to kind of do something like that, they give you a warning basically like, by the way, like if you do Tmod loader and you load a world, they're going to be like, your mod list does not match anymore, bro. Are you sure about this decision you're about to embark upon? Are you sure you're ready for this trail of pain and suffering that you're about to leap into hell with? You know, a lot of them basically do a lot of things like, if you do this is your fault. You're an idiot. So I can see just being careful, me like, just let them do it when they create the world. That'll make sure it works fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's a new game. It's only been 1 year. Actually, you have a point. We hit the one thing. Hold on. I limited this at first to reduce. No, we did allow for bigger numbers. We should be getting more. I didn't want to go too ham at the beginning because we're spending a lot of time organizing stone and shit. But we haven't gotten the second... Is it just that we haven't gotten the second group yet? Weird. That's what we don't get, because we can afford what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can afford 6 more people in this room without having to do anything crazy. All right, if we're starting to stockpile proper foods now, go back to the kitchen And you need to start cooking. You need to start preparing them easy meals. Yeah, they can be a bit overwhelming. I just remembered. No, wait, that works? When we checked this labor before, didn't I determine that this was fish prepping and whatever? I guess not. Seaflux got stung by a bee. There you go, chat. I know some of you are going to want that face. All right, you're making wooden pots again. You brew drink from plant. We're not hitting a high enough thing for the brew drink from plant to trigger on its own because we don't have more than 10 plants. So I have to keep manually restarting it so we can force the sunberries to get brewed. That's on me. Okay, this kind of half works. We're going to engrave this now.
You were looking at the wrong setting. Check your population again.
Was I? Oh my God. What was this before? Was this 15 and 20? Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Okay, never mind. That's my fault. I am looking at the wrong setting. I've been changing how hard it is to walk places instead of a population. Thank you. I would never have noticed that. Fish cleaning is separate from fishing. No, it's not. No, I'm being serious. When I did the labor video, wasn't it 2 labors that were toggling on at the same time? If my labor video says it was toggling on 2 at the same time, then I'll need to put a comment in my labor video being like, actually, labor 1 is 2 labors. I've always said 2 separate dwarves do them. Well, no. In pre-Steam version, there were 3 skills. There's fishing, fish cleaning, and fish dissection. I believe when I did the Dwarf Fortress labor thing and I used DF Therapist to confirm what these details were, that Fisher Dwarves was always turning on fishing and fish cleaning. That's what I thought it was turning on in DF Therapist. I would have to check the video again to be sure, because I know 2 skills were weird. The orderly one was turning on feed patient prisoner, carry wounded, sutury, and dressing. That one's 4 labors, which is a bit weird, but okay. And what I thought this one was different fishing skills, but I guess not. One of these was like, oh, mining was deconstructing. That's right. For some reason, mining is your deconstructing skill. Stop killing lungfish. They live everywhere. They're filthy. Build, construction, stairs. Make you out of andesite blocks. Someone's trying to build this. They're giving a good hearty try. All right, how goes down here? Did this start working? This has started working. Makes sense. This wheelbarrow gets stuck with anything? Nope. All right, so we're just waiting a little bit for people to haul the stone in, I guess. It is unrotten fermentable plants. This makes sense. I need another stockpile for more booze, because this one is not large enough. Way to go, Seaflux. How goes your skill at this? He's getting up there. It's not his highest skill yet. He's not proficient, but he is all the way up to competent. We're gonna make this man a legendary engraver yet. I should, however, on some of these, start creating a stockpile room. We gotta start getting things in. Promise, there's just so much stone. Because we still have our trade caravan outside, and that's obnoxious. We're getting to the point where we've almost brought this down to fitting in within one map. This area in the middle is still underground because of this. We can reduce this somewhat. I don't want to do it down here, but this one can be trimmed back a little bit. They're going to find a way to kill each other, aren't they? Nope, they didn't. I'm honestly a bit surprised. Because right now, this fall is going to be very bad. As a matter of fact, I need to make sure that we are not near the edge. And even being one out from the edge is not recommended. There we go. You just go out of the water and die in your base and have no use. There's no soul by your name. Yes. Wasn't in this one yet. Nope, not in this one yet, Claiborne. Also, I made a big whoopsie on the settings earlier, so we're waiting for dwarves to come in. Instead of lowering and or increasing and doing things with the amount of dwarves, I accidentally just kept making it harder and easier for people to walk around. Simple dwarf fortress things. Who hasn't done that, you know? I want to go over there. Sorry, we have too many dwarves. What? I want to go over there. That's impossible. Why? We have 16 dwarves. You attracted no migrants this season. I wonder why. Sounds like a lovely time. It actually has been fine. We've been fighting a few animals. We've had apparently Gia monsters. We have had hippos, alligators, that one creature that doesn't give a fuck. Honey badger. We've had honey badgers. Right now, we're in some weird peaceful time. A truce has been made with the honey badger to leave us alone. We will need to trim all this back to the left some more. I want this to be completely flat. But this will work. We don't have the plants yet. But see, we freed up some seeds. I think. Hold on. Do we only have 2 seeds? Something's gone terribly wrong here. Okay. I need to fertilize. We need to crank the hell out of the sunberries. Something's going crazy bad. Not bad, but we're not growing in numbers. So fertilization requires we got to build a wood furnace. Because we need to turn it to ash and then to make potash to fertilize. Otherwise, the grounds will be barren and dry. Got to make sure we do this with the saguaro, if I can pull it. Make ash out of saguaro. Someone has been adopted. He's a happy person. Probably should not be engraving, but this is not going to be the room to do this in anyways. He needs his experience. This is a meeting area. Boop. Except to A temple of that guy who likes 9. I'm going to say no specific deity. The obeisant splash. That way, they're going to say that they prayed wrong, but they're going to be able to pray. And spirit got stuck by a honeybee. Labor, haulers. Everyone can do it, just these three have to focus it. Who is doing this, by the way? Pandasaurus. Pandasaurus is set up as a woodcutter. Okay. He's keeping me up in fish. I'm not going to say no to that. He's also helping to keep me up in whoever's learning how to cook skills. Okay, you are up. You have made ash, but you do not make pot ash. Pot ash is at the ashery, which is under a workshop, furnaces, farming, clothing and leather. Where the hell is the ashery? Oh, it's right there. At the ashery, using an ashen barrel and a sandpaper bucket. So I can convert the ash into potash. If it's not potash to begin with, how does it become potash? Like, I know it's potassium, and I know how it's done, but you wouldn't make ash and then reconvert. I mean, I guess the idea is that what they mean is this is just everything together, and the ashery is taking and purifying it to just be potash. I guess that makes sense. Brew, drink from plant, do now. How is that road? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 1 andesite block short on that. They've been building the floor across. Our little ceiling on our bridge. Gotta like it. Later on, we're going to have to come back and do this special so that's the ramp, and this is all wall in the middle. Where was I? Oh, yeah, we were brewing. Did you brew? He's made sunberry seeds again. We are planting the sun. So it's weird. Were sunberries nerfed so that you only got 1 seed out of brewing it? Like, so it didn't grow more berries to thing? We need to wait for the ashery to get built. Please get built. It's not inactive. He's just taking a while. I suppose because a lot of people are busy doing this ceiling. Potash used to be made from ash. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. It dawned on me what they were saying. I'm like, but my thought was, I'm using this for fertilizer. Throw all the ash in. I don't care. But as I was saying it, I was like, no, there is the step of getting potash out of raw ash. We're burying it underground, though. It does not matter. It really doesn't. All right, now you make the potash. Do now. We're going to run out of fertilizer doing this. This cannot be maintained. But like I said, I'm hoping to if I can get them to do a full field, that's fine. I don't need to keep fertilizing everything. I just want the berries to be big. Okay, the potash, fertilize every season. Someone come fertile these fields. Use the potash. Do it. You won't. You won't fertile those fields. I'm looking at you, not fertiling. You had one job, and that job was to fertile. I don't think you're doing it. I don't think you're doing it at all. Is he fertiling? He's fertiling. What do you mean not set to fertilize? He's fertiling right now. Yeah, you fertile them fields. Also, part of the issue is our farmer's skill's probably too low. It just dawned on me, that's where the numbers come from, is the farmer's skill. When his skill gets high enough, we won't even need a fertile. Potash. Give me more fertile. Do you need to dig deep to get cavern plants and trees? You do. Yeah. Yes. I don't know why I said it that way, like there was going to be more to the answer. Oh, maybe. Yeah, no, the answer is yes. Hold on. You made a potash. I saw him carry the potash over. Where did the potash go? Fertilize. Did you carry that potash away? Why are you undoing this? He like somehow sets it to unfertilize while he's doing it. Do it again. I demand more fertilization. Do it. Do it. All right, hold on. How is this going? That is done, which means for now I can get rid of that. The road is being built, which is fantastic. Good job, Vorpalim. Can I set you to fertilize again? I feel like he canceled because we don't have any fertilizations remaining. Are we out of fertiles? All right, we have a potash again. Give me more. Pot that ash. So I'm assuming everyone's kind of in a know. What we're doing is we're overcoming a low skill level. So there is, I believe, a random number for the plants you get out of it. I think the sunberries have a far tighter spread. And the higher your skill, it's like a D20 plus a modifier, right? The higher your skill, the higher the modifier is. But what you could also do is just use fertilizer to do the same thing. Now, when your skill is high enough, you definitely don't need fertilizer. You're making way too many damn plants. Why waste the resources? And because we have limited wood, it's also not a good idea to be wasting resources right now either. But since the farmer's skill appears to be so low that I'm not getting good sunberry counts out of this, we're going to use up 5 wood to maximize the fertilizer. Now, there is some number, if you want to actually do fertilizer, of like have a farm this big to maximize the amount of farm squares you have getting fertilized. If you do 1 square more, it takes an entirely new thing or whatever. That might have already been too much fertilizer for only 2 farm plots that are being used. But like I said, anything I can try to do to maximize this plant growing. Yeah, that's what it is. 4 in minus 1. And in being the amount of fertilizer, I think. I'm not going to resize the farm plot. I knew I wasn't optimized, but I'm not trying to do this to design around the fertilizer. I'm just trying to get the damn sunberries. Like, honestly, I don't want to have to do any more because I've just wasted 5 wood that I'm not getting back. I'd really rather not do that again. Why are you brewing from barley? A caravan has arrived. We're going to trade with them, no problem. The outpost liaison has arrived. Please stop brewing from barley. Great. Fantastic. Guess what I didn't want you to do? See? We got 4 sunberries now off of the 1 plant. Oh, wait, no. Maybe we got 2 plants back in. Either way, 2 plants wasn't 2 plants. We got 4 berries. I'll take that because that will be... See? Now we have more. I'll take that because this fertilizer's still in the field, right? Yeah, the fertilizer's still in the field. Diplomacy, what do you wish from me? I wish from you the great and mighty support that only a mountain home can provide. You will grant me, upon your being, weapons of mass destruction, spears, short swords, warhammers, battle axes. I wish for weapons, because it's going to take me a minute to get down there for training. I would also like... pets. I want turkeys. I got my own fish. I got my own food right now. I don't want turkeys. I want a thing that I can shear. I want an alpaca. And then I think for now that, you know what? No, you're right. I need to trade for sand. Please bring me some sand. Obviously, I'm joking. All right, the merchants have arrived and are unloading their goods. I have 2 bins really close, and I'm going to trade you those bins. Boy, am I going to trade you those bins. Distance 1, distance 2. Have fun with those bins. Look at all these pots. Look at all these pots. Look at all them sunberry seeds. Did you just carry those sunberry seeds down here? Oh my God. Why must you do me a pain? Look, we have bags of seeds now. I got to move the seeds up here. But you're right. We are getting to a point where we need to start training. I didn't worry about training too much because the initial number I locked it to was 15, and you're not going to get any bad problems when you only have 15 dwarves. It was just Saguaro, this is true, but the problem is that just is off of a very limited supply. We've been here 1 year, and I've grown 3 new trees. You have to remember, we are in a desert. These things grow slow. There we go. Look at the amount of sunberries. It's so sunny. I feel us drowning in sunshine already. Broker requested at depot. Yes, haul that andesite. He is eating right now. I don't blame him. For who could blame a man for filling his stomach? We've been making meals like crazy. We have lots of mussels. Can you continue to make mussels? Also, hold on. How are my animals doing? Have you guys been breeding? This cat adopted Pinky Baitsu, and those 2 cats adopted Pandasaurus Rex. And between the 2 of them, we're all gonna die. That's a guinea pig. What was that other weird creature that I had? Didn't I have another weird tiny creature? The yaks are growing. That's good. The yaks are breeding. But we're not getting any breeding out of the... Can you shear a yak? I feel like you can, but you might not be able to. Are yaks a shearable creature? We have enough to process... Oh, no. This one wasn't a high number, was it? But I'll be like, we have enough to process plants like crazy. We don't. We are getting double the seeds out of it. It's a slow growth, but it's a growth. I'm going to tell you to process like crazy because I'm willing to bet that we have more plants than you're dealing with right now. Are you here? He is here. Between our trade goods, we will give you a profit of maybe about $2,000. That's not a lot of profit, but I will give you a profit. I do not want your guinea cock. Please let me grow my base alone. Stop trying to give me cock. $100 silver warhammer I'll take. Steel pick is a lot of my profit, but it would be a good weapon to have if something were to happen. It's only been a year. I don't think I have to worry about clothing. I'm not worried about bags. Actually, some bags would be useful. I'm trying to set up to get some bags. Let's trade for some of these bags. Cloth bin that costs 1,000. I'm not dealing. He has
an alpaca.
Did he have an alpaca? Where? He does have an alpaca. We'll get the alpaca. Good eyeball. I didn't see the alpaca somehow. We don't need the anvils. Meat would be good. Let's take his meat. We don't need more fish. We don't need plants. We don't need leaves. Actually, if we get strawberries, we can grow strawberries. Actually, was strawberries what was causing us the issue last time? We'll take some blackberries. Maybe we'll take some thread while we're at it. Oh, not the thread. His profit gets eaten into. All right, we will take 1 donkey cheese. We're allowed to take 1 donkey cheese. And we will trade for that. They are pleased with the trading. I am pleased that they are pleased, and the trading is done. Why do you not want to brew barley? I want to brew barley because I want a variety, but I was wanting to make sure that we were specifically focused on brewing sunberries because I wanted to be growing the sunberry stock because we had one berry, one berry, one berry, one berry. And I was wanting to make sure that I had it like the potatoes grow fine. The potatoes grow in numbers. The sunberries, they need a little help. Sunberries need a little assistance with what they're doing. So I wanted to set it up to where we were just doing the sunberries so that their stock could grow. Because leaving it alone after a minute, or not a minute, but after a while, the sunberries were growing one sunberry. Meanwhile, in that same amount of time, the potatoes had grown to over 30. So the sunberries needed some assistance. Do not cook the blackberries. Don't brew the blackberries either. I'm going to work on that. Yeah, you're going to have to brew the blackberries, so I want some seeds. Yeah, I have a plant right now of potatoes. I have a thing for sunberries, and I have a thing for rope reeds. Those are the 3 plants I'm working on right now. The barley, it makes a decent booze, but it didn't help me with my farm. Also, I don't need these anymore, I don't think, but they're not bothering anything, so leave them alone. Was there a fluffy wombler inside my thing? Get out of here. All right, the bridge has a little roof now. So now it's a covered bridge. We could probably do something later to make that look a bit nicer, but we'll go with this for now. Covered bridge. Covered bridge. The road got done, so that's looking good. We're still trying to get these damn mussel shell things out of the way, and we're waiting for people to haul them down here. Why they're not doing this, I don't know. Or here. They need to haul faster. Andesite's getting clomped out of our way. And we have so much down here in the way. We have a lot of extra pots being made, and this doesn't make sense. We should never have made more pots after we had 10 extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We should never have been able to have 2 excesses. I don't know. Okay, maybe something happened. You know what? I'll ignore it. Maybe something happened and I wasn't paying attention. How is the kitchen doing? We got some mussels again. We did have some meat. This stockpile I thought was allowing meat. It is. It is allowing meat. We'll have it allow eggs too, though that's not necessary. Yeah, we'll go with that. How many prepared meals do I have? I actually have a couple. Oh, we have more than I thought we were going to have. So we'll leave that alone. I won't mess with that too much. This is a temple. It exists. I'm not sure people are using it too much. Its worth is already 2,000. Only citizens and long-term residents. So we could dedicate that to a dude. If someone like asks to have a particular temple, we'll make one for him. It is doable. I think everyone just keeps being busy right now trying to haul the andesite up. Which what I would prefer is if they hauled all the andesite out of the stockpile into that one first. But make do with what you got, I guess. We're not doing bad. We attracted no... I'm in the middle of doing the trade. They won't have been able to update the number to attract migrants. What are you talking about? No shit, you haven't attracted migrants. I haven't been able to do them yet. Apparently a cat killed a cockatiel. Must have said a bad word. Look at all these crafts. Holy crap. I don't know what's worse. All these crafts that we have to haul or all the stone. Have a good night, by the way. Oh, yeah, it is midnight. Maybe make a farming guild to help train your farmer? Yes, that is something that we'll be focusing on next time. I think we've done good progress. This definitely feels a lot better for our base that actually has a theme and looks nice sort of thing. This is already going smoother. This feels a lot better. This farm probably needs to move. It is doing potato seeds, but one of the squares didn't get done right. The sunberries, oh boy. Oh boy, the sunberries. The sunberries, oh boy. We gotta get a stockpile somewhere though, because we have drinks galore hanging out. I'm just gonna fill this area with more drinks. How about that? Stockpile, food, drink plant, allow all. And we'll tell this pile to give to that pile. Nope, sorry. To give to that pile when it's empty. That way a bunch of the barrels upstairs can get brought down here. So they're not just hanging around doing nothing. Yeah, we actually have drinks and stuff. I haven't set up any nobles, anything yet. Some of our dwarves are kind of but a bunch of them are pretty excited about what we got going on here. Why did you bring down an empty pot, though? Explain to me the process, the thought process of the empty pot. You can't, can you? Because it's an insane idea. Look at that sunshine, 17 to a pot. 17, our numbers are going up. That sunshine right there in a bag. 5 in that one. I guess this is because the farming thing started going up. 5 is 2 pounds, 17 is 10 pounds. Potato wine, 5 is 2 pounds again. Barley wine, potato wine. See, like this is a wasted pot. I mean, it's good. It's okay, but it didn't help. It doesn't help get me the sunshine. Are we getting the seeds back? You need to keep making sunberries. Do it. Yes. 15. Yeah, because if you can grab a stack of 3 plants. That's what the issue was, I think. No, because even the potatoes was able to overcome that sort of particular issue. All right, and before we save and exit, what are we dealing with so far? Can I do 5? Oh, we're not even greater than 1, so... All right, I'll leave that alone. Yep, we're gonna end this for now, because we've hit midnight. And we shall see who is on. Oh, I just saw your request for your description. Hold on. You did the description request fair and square. Let me load back in. I'll give you your description. We'll get Lee Kale's description, and then we shall see who is on. And then we shall see who is the one who does the things. Hold on. Let's go back in. Lee Kale wanted to know what his dwarf was. I got you. DiamondGulf. Like how we went from Diamond Squirts to DiamondGulf. Midnight has been assaulted. Midnight has been assaulted. This is true. Do I know anyone on right now? Sal is on. Formal is on. We haven't seen Formal on in forever. What say you guys that we actually raid Formal and see how he's doing? Hold on. Lee Kale. Let me do your description. Lee Kale, you are unbelievably strong, quite durable, and agile. You have a feel for music. Oh, no. But you have a shortage of patience, poor focus, a little difficulty with words, and a poor memory. You like pitch blend, iron, red spinel, duck leather, shields, robes, hatch covers, donkeys for their stubbornness, red-winged blackbirds for their coloration, cedars for their majesty, the words of the quiescent velvet, the sound of the embraces of mirth. That's a new one. And the sight of the music bride of pregnancy. That's also a new one. When possible, you prefer to consume sand, pears, cider, and you absolutely detest worms. What about women? Okay, that thing that you said you liked, you don't even have here. Let's just discuss that. There is no the embraces of mirth. The words of the quiescent velvet, the sound of the embraces of mirth. No, the music bride of pregnancy. The embraces of mirth. The embraces of mirth is a form. I'm not reading all this. Oh my God, no. That is a very complicated. Nope. We'll have to read that one next time. We will have to read that one next time. Now I will save out again. There we go. I did your request, Lee Kale. Hopefully you're still here. I'm so very sorry I missed it for 15 minutes. Let us bring this to an end. As we finish up a fantastic weekend. Where's the credits? Refresh that. Load this up. Mute them, however. And we had a raid by Further Reading. Thank you so much for the reading. And we had some new followers. Dismala, Grinder Lee, Serious Rain, Sharploon, Swaglord 2000, and Veterans Love to Suicide 8932. I missed you showing back up again. I'm so terribly sorry. I missed you. Admiral Wiley, thank you for resubbing. But most importantly, thank you everyone for being active in chat and being fantastic people, keeping me company, and making it to where I have an excuse that I'm not talking to myself. Because everyone knows as soon as the camera turns off, I just keep talking to myself. Thank you all for your support. And for those of you on the YouTube archive, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.